Hello. Hi. It's Tuesday, innit? It's the start of a new week, innit? Ooh, it's one of those weeks. Last week of August. Welcome to the beginning of the end of summer. Right? Isn't that fucking weird? Isn't it weird? It feels like it was January, like last week. Like how does it all go by so quickly? It's mind-boggling to me. Hello and hi and welcome. Hello. Doc, you got first, congrats. And also, thank you so much for the ears. thank you for the bits, I should say. The ears are extra. I hope you stuck around long enough to see the ears you prepaid for last stream when I was doing my random nonsense on Saturday. Hopefully you got to see that. I don't know if you were around for enough of it. I think you saw some of the Japanese at the beginning, and then maybe some of the train stuff near the end there, but I don't know. I hope you were there, though. Oh, you have to leave to go clean. Okay. Well, at least you saw it a little bit, right? That's good. Yeah, y'all keep my ears up so much that people are gonna think that this is just what I look like. Saw the train in a clip. Okay. Yeah, we like playing train games. It actually just got an update today. They released a new track today, the Tobu line. It's still in Tokyo. That makes me sad. I really wish someone would make a JR train simulator so I could drive some trains in Osaka. But yeah, Makud, we drive trains occasionally. Very occasionally, we'll drive some trains. I have I'll play the JR East train simulator. It's it's something. I'm really bad at it, but it's fun. Plus, I got myself one of those Nintendo Switch train controllers where it's got like the handle, so you can actually drive the train. It's very, very cool. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, I don't play it very often. I usually play it whenever I don't know what else to play and I don't feel like playing anything I scheduled. Speaking of schedules, whoop, check it out. It's almost the same as last week, except this time, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I'm not in the mood for Monster Hunter stories, so I've kind of shelved it. Well, thank you. I'm quite proud of all my little moves. I shelved Monster Hunter stories for a minute just because I got annoyed at it last week. Makud, you were there for the incredible amount of scuff we had to deal with last week, and it soured me on it a little bit. I was gonna do some more observation this week. No one tell Seka that we're not doing that. Don't tell Seka. Yeah. Oh no, Makud, you too? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, it happens, right? You can't stream without some scuff sometimes. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, tomorrow, I was hunting around on Steam because I've discovered that not only do I really like streaming these little narrative games, I really like playing them. I think maybe I found my favorite genre of game. They're fun. So I found a game called Signal Uncharted Lands, which involves a bunch of fucked up little chihuahuas in a post-apocalypse. So we're gonna play that, and we're gonna tag Aza, because it's the most Aza-coded game I've ever seen. So we're gonna have fun with that one tomorrow. And the rest of the week is the same. Thursday's Vintage Story, Saturday's Arma 3, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But today, as usual, is more Teenage Exocolonist, because I love this game to death. It is so good. So we're doing more of that. Had a few DWM crashes during Gamescom. DWM. It is Squonk Chat. Isn't it nice? I love Squonk Chat. Squonk Chat's the best. Yeah. Squonk. Yeah. No, Squonk Chat's awesome. It's been heavily filtered to hell and back in OBS. I got a bunch of things happening to it. But yeah, that's Squonk. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a little bit of Exocolonist. Man. Yeah, it's customizable, and then I did a bunch of stuff to it in OBS. I won't be able to play with it because it's in a different scene. I've put the scene in here, but yeah, don't worry about it. Man, I think I had... Oh yeah. Talking about games we can stream. I don't know if I've ever spoken about it. I am a Star Citizen sucker, backer, whatever you want to call me. I've been the Yippee meter. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check that out. Cause I know about the timer one where it's like, don't embarrass yourself by saying hi to someone who's been here, kind of thing. I know about that one. I haven't checked their stuff in a minute though. I'll have to go check out their Gumroad. But yeah, so I am a Star Citizen mark backer, whatever you want to call it. I fell for it, something like that. I backed them, you know, over a decade ago at this point. I like the game a lot. Yeah, basically, it's the only game with macro transactions. I like the game a lot. Like, despite everything, It's a lot of fun. I can't in good conscience ever suggest it to anyone. Hi, Isra. You know how it is then. Yeah. Like, I can't in good conscience recommend it to anyone ever because it's still in such a state that, like, you tell someone to play it and it's like, oh, it's awesome. You can fly around your ships. You can do combat missions. You can, you know, fly a little snub fighter and undock from a capital ship that someone else is flying. But then they get into the game and it's like, oh, the elevator just killed me. It's like, yeah, that happens. I just fell through the floor in Orison and now I'm plummeting towards the center of this gas giant. Yeah, that happens. I can't pick up the cargo on my cargo grid. Yeah, that happens. Like, the game is so janky and busted still that I can't ever recommend anyone plays it. But man, I enjoy it so much. So, all that being said, I discovered that I could stream it. I couldn't stream it with my live 2D model. My computer is not quite good enough. My CPU isn't my CPU doesn't crank it hard enough for that. But I could do a PNG tuber and play it. So maybe some days when I'm not in the mood to play anything I've scheduled or I just can't think of anything to play, I could just pop on Star Citizen and do some space trucking and we can yap. We can talk about life and, I don't know, stuff. Pizza, maybe. Did you know Canadians invented Hawaiian pizza? Hawaiian pizza is a Canadian invention. It's good. It's good. But no, it's fun. I enjoy it. I like space trucking. It's kind of zen, you know? Like, you land, you get your cargo, you load it up into your ship, you take off, you go somewhere else. It helps a lot that I've got a full, like, sim set up for it. You know, I've got twin sticks for it. I've got a little extra gamepad that attaches to my sticks, so it's got a whole pile of buttons and stuff. I've got pedals, I've got the Tobii eye tracker, I've got voice attack. Like, I'm fully set up to do a lot of cool shit for it. So I find it a lot of fun, but I can understand people who don't have all that finding it less fun. Last week went from 3 different games to Oops All 14. Hey, it happens. You know, before I re-debuted, I did stream 14 a few times. Mostly just fishing. Like, it was just chill yap sessions where I'd fish, and that was it. No one ever showed up, so not like I had anyone to yap to, but it happens sometimes, you know? And it's okay to give yourself some grace. Like, we're all too hard on ourselves, I think. So, like today, I'm a little sleepy today because I was outdoors, and the outdoors makes me sleepy. But I went out to my boat. I own a boat. She's not a huge boat, and before anyone said, "Oh, Len owns a boat. Len must be rich," she was not expensive. Like, you can get a used car for more expensive than when I got my boat, kind of thing. So I'm hanging out on the boat, and it's a nice day. The wind is pretty good, but I still didn't go sailing. Like, we didn't leave and hoist the sails and all that. It just didn't feel like it. And there's a part of my head that's like, Len, you own a sailboat. You should be sailing as much as possible. Take advantage of this. And it's like, but I just want to vibe today. I just want to chill, you know? Is it okay to just not do the thing? And of course it's okay. You can do whatever you want. Also, she's my boat. I can do what the fuck I want with her, you know? But it's hard to ignore that voice in your head that's like, you have to do this. It's like internal peer pressure. It's self-pressure. Yeah. Yeah. Isra, what's your favorite ship? Since you also fell for it. You got a favorite? Do you have any JPEGs you're still waiting on to get delivered? I got one. Stupid game. Oh, I think today's just gonna be a chill day. I'm kind of working off the sort of vibes from the boat earlier, just taking it easy, you know? Not worrying so much about what's going on. I guess we can just start. Let's swap some stuff around. I was a teenage exocolonist. Okay, category should have changed. StreamerBot 1.0, you are a little slower than you used to be. I kind of miss the old design. Is there a way to make this User interface. Colors, theme, open, commands, platform. No, eh? No, there isn't. How sad. I like the old design. I like the classic design. Maybe it's just me. Still using Mix It Up. I have not used Mix It Up. I've heard Mix It Up is sort of the I mean, it's very similar to StreamerBot in terms of things you can do, right? But I love StreamerBot to death. Everything I have is run through StreamerBot. All my alerts, most of my commands in OBS are run through StreamerBot. I've automated a lot of things. Like even the little hacking minigame I've got, that's all StreamerBot. I built the whole thing in StreamerBot. So it's pretty nice. But I know a streamer I watch who's on hiatus right now, Illith. She built an entire like fishing minigame in Mix It Up. So it's doable. It's very similar, you know? You can play around with it for sure. Okay. No more yapping. Let's get this show on the road, yeah? So we are heading back into this exocolony. Let's hit continue and see where we were. Where we were was, we are now 12 years old. Oh, +1 to physical skills. Well, that's fine. So the last time we played this, we played as we tried making a Thembo. So we were all brains, or all brawn, no brains. Total dipshit. I think I ended the game with like 0 reasoning. But I was strong, so that was fine. We were best friends with Nemi, and we tried being romantic with Nemi, but that didn't work out. And she ended up with our arch nemesis, and then said arch nemesis ruined her whole life. But we saved Tammy this time. Tammy still lives, so that's good, because Tammy's a sweetheart. This time we're doing the opposite. We're going to go full brainy brains. We're going to try and be as brainy as possible. So all I've been doing so far has been hammering my engineering. I'm doing as much engineering as humanly possible. And we're best friends with Tammy this time. Or, not Tammy, Tangent this time. And yeah. We're getting there. Made some big progress on Stormblood MSQ. Oh, nice. Well done. Oh, you're gonna have fun. Oh, you're gonna have fun. Cause, what was... Good lord, what was after Stormblood? Or 5.0? Shadowbringers? Yeah. Shadowbringer, okay. Oh. Shadowbringer is the best patch they've made. I very much liked Endwalker, but Shadowbringers was phenomenal. Yeah, you're in for a treat. Today, input result, ISO. Who broke you? Who broke you so poorly? What happened here? Oh no. Which one has... that's the new one. That's Dawn Trail. That's the new one. Oh no. See, this is what happens. ISO is drunk, yeah. If you're just joining today, input result. Well, today's... Oh, it like... I don't like StreamerBot 1.0. It is so fucking slow. Like, I can't even click in here. It's just slow. What happened to all my sitrep messages? What the hell? Oh, that's if I do that. Man, I gotta roll back to like not 1.0 or something, because this is bad. It just doesn't work well. Yeah? If you're just joining today, sitrep. And that should be set as a global. Did they break global variables? Hmm. Oh. What the hell? Len is... Ooh. What the heck? Oh no, it's all busted. Okay, well, we're just gonna turn that off for now. I guess we'll find out after the rest break. No, it's on my end. It's because it has... Get input. Uh-huh. Output variable is this. And then that. And then this. It is a global. Should work. That should be working. This does that. Title that. Output variable, input result. Uh-huh. And then... Or is it flipped? Did they flip that? Variable name. Alright, well, I'm not going to fuck with this. We're just going to turn off my timers. And deal with it later. Because, what the hell? Group, disable all. Okay. Well. I wonder if my own thing works or not. Where is it? Nope. How about this one? Oh, that one doesn't even do anything. How about this one? Also, nope. Oh, no. The update broke my thing. Oh, what a shame. Okay, well, that's fine. I knew something was going to break to the move to 1.0, but I wasn't sure what. And I guess I found it. So, note for later, I suppose. We're just going to keep hammering engineering, because it's what I want. Engineering. Okay. So, in case we have some new viewers who have not seen how I do this before, this game has no voice acting, which means I narrate the entirety of it. So if you like my voice, great. If you hate my voice, sorry. Not much I can do about that. Lemon Cream, can you come see me in class? Professor Hal pulls you aside in the hall, Congruence sliding along beside him. You follow him cautiously. Don't worry, he smiles, you're not in trouble. Far from it, in fact. He grabs your hand and shakes it firmly. I never thanked you for saving my life, he chuckles. Oh. Yeah, man, I did save your life, didn't I? Professor Hal and I are very grateful for your bravery, Congruence says. Though you should have been in the creche. Just this once, it is good you disobeyed orders. Will there be a reward? Oh, it was nothing. Will there be a reward? Did they find the thing that attacked you? Ah, Hal looks unsure. No? But Congruence filled the engineering wing with sulfuryl fluoride for a few days. Fumigated the place. Hopefully that got it, whatever it was. Hal winks. Good thing you were helping me in the classroom when the attack started, right? He laughs and leans back against his desk, inadvertently sitting on something that pops and gives off a shower of acrid-smelling sparks. Whoops, he says, leaping away from his desk. Danger lurks everywhere, Lemon Cream. Keep your head on a swivel. We have named ourselves Lemon Cream for this playthrough. It is a slightly less embarrassing name than the last one we had. So we've got 2s and 3s and a 6 and a 4. But I get +1 to blue cards, so that'll be nice. So 2, 2, 2, 3, 8. 30 might be the best we can get here. I'm just gonna guess that 30 is the best. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. This run is going to go a little bit faster because we did the last one already, right? Like, we know what's happening. Okay, you have nothing new to say. Nemi's okay. Sorry, Anemone. Her name isn't Nemi anymore. We aren't friends anymore. Mars. No new goods around. Are you all good? Did we ever learn what she likes? She doesn't like logs. So that's cool. Alright, back at it. Enjoy your lurk, Doc. I will see you soon. You should have known better, Tangent, you hear as you walk past the laboratory. Curious, you listen at the door. Chief Engineer Instant sighs. I know you meant well, but your presumption has cost us 3 months of work. You can't simply look at an experiment and change their parameters to your liking. Getting results is not the same as doing good science. Your findings, however scientifically interesting, are useless to us without sound methodological underpinnings. Tang's response is more subdued than you've ever heard her before. I'm sorry, Chief Engineer, she mumbles, looking down at the floor. I recognize the error of my ways. Oh, Tangent. I should hope so, Instance replies, pinching the bridge of her nose in her fingers. I'll expect you in the lab first thing tomorrow morning, and I will personally supervise your work in resetting the experiment. You flatten against the wall as Instance breezes past you, barely giving you a second look as she strides down the hallway. You poke your head inside the laboratory, where Tang scowls and wipes her eyes. What do you want? What were you working on? It'll be better the second time around. Yeah, doing it. Okay. Tang nods. You're right. The first experiment was plagued by inefficiencies, she says, pushing herself off the lab bench. That's why I changed it in the first place. In the new experiment, I can eliminate those inefficiencies from the start. Thank you, Lemon Cream. You may have saved me 3 months of work. Whoops. Whoa! Did I? Yeah, okay. Losing the data was my fault, Tang continues. I wanted to prove I'm not the little kid from biology class, that I'm ready to work hard and really make great discoveries. Dr. Instance has always been there for me, when I was a kid and now with my mother gone. She's the only adult in this colony who sees what I could become, she says. She believes that I can be better than what I am. It's always been that way. I just really want to impress her. Yeah, you definitely will. I believe you. Tang hums in agreement. I certainly hope so. Get to work! Lots of 2s. I don't know how I feel about this card. Every time I get this card, it gives me a lot of 2s. 2, 4. 4, if I did 4, 5, 6, that gets me a straight. And then I can do 2, 2. 2, 2. 27. Or 31's better than 27, usually. I'll just go with that. Yep. God, the kudos thing is so funny. I get kudos because I'm not special. They give me payment just because I'm not that smart, I guess. I don't know. Welcome to Pollen. Oh, Tammy, what's up? Tammy is sitting on a little stool in the sun. Hi, Megs. How you doing? Welcome. I was about to shout at Spooky. Usually it's Spooky who shoots me. How you doing? You enjoying your Tuesday so far? Tammy is sitting on a little stool in the sun, reading a fairy tale picture book on her holopalm. She sighs. Are you okay? Oh no, I'm okay, she hesitates. It's just that, look at all the pictures of these princes and princesses. The princes are always the taller ones, but I'm so big. I'm even taller than Cal. How can he be my prince if I'm bigger than him? Oh, Tammy. It's true, Tammy's the tallest kid you know, taller than the boys, even Cal, who is a year older. You know she and Cal are close friends, but you never thought of him as her prince before. Already? Jesus. Okay. I don't want to flirt with Tammy. It's funny. Being tall is awesome. You list off all the things you can think of. You can reach high things and hit rad spikes in sports ball, and you can see over other people's heads in a crowd. Plus, you tell her, tall people give the most amazing hugs. She goes for the bait and gives you a big hug. Thanks, Lemon Cream. You're a good friend. Tuesday is going all right so far. That's good. Mine also. I had waffles for breakfast. It was very, very good. Waffles for breakfast. Went and hung out on the boat for a bit. Just a good day overall. Quite pleased. When's Anemone's birthday again? Early dust. It ain't dust yet. We're getting there. Man, my friendship chart is way different from how it used to be, huh? Good friends with Tangent, though. Getting there. What's my reasoning? Wait. I need reasoning 80. Oh, I'm getting there. What do you like again? I can't remember. Medicinal roots. That's right. Of which I have none. I wonder if Tammy likes eggs. Tammy must like something, right? Tammy, what do you like? She doesn't like mushwood logs. Mars likes crystals. Nemi likes Xeno eggs. Do we think she likes boba fruit? She doesn't hate boba fruit. I've given her one before and she doesn't hate it. Does Cal like mush logs? What are you into, my guy? Found something you might like. It's a mush log. Enjoy. Neat, Cal exclaims, taking your gift and peering at it inquisitively. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Thank you. Well, not his favorite thing. I am looking forward to tomorrow. We've got a new game I picked up on Steam and I'm very excited to play it. More engineering, more engineering. The night sky in Vertumna is like no star chart in the hollow archives you brought from Earth. You're not even certain if the stars you're seeing are new ones entirely or the same ones but seen from a different angle. Where the wormhole actually spat you out is a mystery. You know some of the adults are working on reading radiation levels from various stars, guessing which ones they are, and using them to triangulate where you are. It's a downright frightening amount of math. Oh, cool. I'm gonna be the smartest boy. Well, wait, am I a boy or a girl? I'm gonna be the smartest girl in this whole colony. I forgot my own gender. Stupid. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 6. Kinda. That's pretty good. Oh, +5 kudos if the total equals the goal. Oop. I could have done better, but I got extra kudos from that. Works for me. Your dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale with deep circles under his eyes and he keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's just all this pollen in the air. It's gunking up the old air tubes. Do you remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth too. Oh, it begins. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? Because he's susceptible to the cordyceps fungus. You're a lot tougher than me, sweet pea, your dad says, and your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it like you did, he continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later, really get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. You see this part right here? The last time we played it, this kept happening, and I called it, and I was right. You know how good it feels to be right? I love it. Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates, you? Your dad shrugs, then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds him. I don't have a achoo. Your dad sneezes. I don't have a macho bone in my body, foo-foo, and I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, your mom grunts. Your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big, yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh? Your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Oh, I can talk about my past life again. Oh, this is so tempting. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. Investigation? The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. This is way more dangerous than you think. You've dreamed about this. It's super duper dangerous. Your dad just gets more and more sick every year. He could die if he's not careful. There's no need to panic, Instance says dismissively. Your dad is in excellent health otherwise. Ah, right, you're only 12. You remember being older when he... The adults are so stubborn. They're not going to listen to you, and even if they did, the shimmer is still out there. You can't keep your dad inside forever. You're gonna have to find the cure. You've done it before, you can do it again. Time to go see Tang in instance and engineering. Yo, can we fast track the cure for this? Even after one day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Lemon Cream. It's called a pixie bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. Dad, pixie beans are dangerous. You dreamed about these beans. They make people act all funny, then they get sick. Your dad laughs. Someone's been reading too many weird hollow novels before bed, Lemon Cream, he says, ruffling your hair. Don't you worry about it, my little tomato. I've been studying them since we landed, including eating them. He gestures broadly to himself. Look at me, I'm in great health. Yeah, but you're not a child. Ah, what is with no one believing you? Just because they're dreams doesn't mean they're not real. Your dad is acting pretty strange, but maybe it's just the shimmer brain? You remember the pixie beans mostly affected the teenagers. You wish you could remember more. You know I wouldn't lie. Need rebellion less than 90. Oh, it's getting close though. You know I wouldn't lie. I don't like them either, your mom cuts in. I agree we should be trying to cultivate native crops, but something just feels off about these ones. She shudders. I can't stomach the idea of eating something that glows in the dark. Who knows what that's doing to our bodies? Your dad sighs. Outvoted, huh? He says, even though your mom's vote is the only one that counts. Your mom takes your father's hand and looks him in the eyes. Thank you for not forcing me to pull rank, she says quietly. We should still grow them, but I'm not ready to put all of our resources behind them just yet. Your dad agrees. The fields will be sowed with earth crops this year. You can't exactly remember the details, but you think it's going to help. Good. Good. Oh man, what a dream this is though. Can you imagine redoing your life with knowledge you have from your past life? Man. How nice would that be, right? Tangent wants to speak. What would you like to talk to me about, Tangent? Your hollow palm pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Lemon Cream. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance at the lab? Thank you in advance, Tangent. Okay. Typical Tang, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer making notes on a holo screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of blep tea. Blep. Came as soon as I could. I'm researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. Okay. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hand. Hands. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father, she says. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some markers we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from a rack of test tubes. Administer this to yourselves, wait 3 days, and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why, it could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertumna. And knowledge is more than power, Lemon Cream. It's control. Okay, lady. You okay? You seem unhinged. Tang blinks again. I'm perfectly fine, she says dismissively. This is the face of complete concentration and focus. I'm in the zone, Lemon Cream. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard I think my eyes are gonna fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Alright, Tangent. It's you and me. Let's go talk to Papa. Hey, Dad. Although, like, there's no... Oh, hey! Thank you so much for the follow, Zadiel. Zadiel? Zadiel? I'm gonna call you Zadiel, if that's alright. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy what you see. Grab a seat, get comfy, maybe some popcorn. Or some Werther's Originals. This pollen, someday I'm gonna get used to this. Yeah, see, I don't know how to help my father. I guess I just said I would do it, and then the game does it for me, right? I see you have also found my very adorable emotes. Congratulations, I think they're the best. I love my emotes, they're so good. All right, more engineering, let's go. Let's max out our engineering. Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. You've come to realize you remember how to cure the shimmer. You can't tell them it comes from your dreams, but you know the cause from nightmares of fungal topiaries, and you know the cure. You think you do anyway. Subtly guide them to the cure. You offer to help and nudge their research in the right direction. Due to what looks like a series of happy accidents, you achieve a breakthrough in a matter of weeks that would have taken years. Sunlight. You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what finally works is a high-intensity light treatment mimicking the full force of the suns during dust, coupled with an injection to increase its potency. Of course, Tang exclaims. The fungus colonizes animal life during pollen, and some succumb to it, but the intense light of dust scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle. The treatment works on samples, now to test it on a subject. Yeah, I know it works, test it on myself. We're good to go. You already know the treatment works and is safe, but you have to test it on someone to prove it. At least this way, you look like a badass. You open a triple-locked research room and pass through the airlock. You don't have your envirosuit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of this fungus in your lungs. Gross. The small room is filled with the shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything, the floor and walls, and on lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's all just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe deeply, marveling in the feeling of soupy, dangerous air infiltrating your body. Tang watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. You can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. Next, you slide into the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while. You even have a nap. Oh, nice. Dr. Instant takes your vitals and runs samples of your fluids through various machines. She's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days, she concludes that the treatment is a success. You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Blech. Remarkable, Instant says, going over your findings. Now that we have a frontline therapy, we can begin treating the population to prevent the fungus from taking hold. Nice. Nice. Hi, Orpheus. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, Orpheus? Oh, she looks over at Tang. Lemon Cream's discovery will be of great help with our other research. You expect Tangent might be cross that you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. You're just thankful that no one was killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer. Let's fucking go. I solved the shimmer at 12 years old. Hell yes. How am I? I'm great. I just solved the shimmer and I'm only 12 years old. I'm glad you're good though. I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Are you excited for tomorrow? I'm excited for tomorrow. Gonna play a new game that I found and I'm very, very excited for. Yeah, no death run. The no death run continues except for Tone. But we don't think about that. Let's not worry about Tone right now. So I got 2, 2, 2, 2, 5. All cards to the right become blue, which is nice. If I do this, and then 2, 2, 4. Oh. So 31. Might be the best I can get. It was. Nice. Yeah, we don't worry about Tammy's dad. I think he's like, he is going to die. I feel like there's 2 deaths in this game that always happen. I suspect Tammy's dad always dies. And, yeah, Tonin. I suspect he always dies. And Kombucha also always dies. I haven't met Kombucha yet. I just get that feeling. I could be wrong, though. Who knows, right? I also learned this game's Canadian. So that's cool. Like, I'm happy about that. Gotta take take what pride in your country you can whenever you can, right? It's not always just poutine and beaver tails and hockey. Do you know Canada's national sport is not hockey? Did you all know that? Hello, my little tomato. Your dad's voice rings out across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed, not during pollen, not with the memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. Are you coming to check up on your old man? He teases you. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. I'm doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Nice. Your dad pulls you into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat, and you've never been happier to breathe it all in. He's alive. I'm proud of you, he says quietly. You can pull off miracles, kiddo. Fucking right I can. Saved your ass. That's what's up. That's what's up. Wait, what did that say? Your dad used to joke that your mom got her prosthetic legs so she could run faster than everyone else before you had gene tech. Oh, you is in like the plural you. Okay. Yeah, this game's so good, man. More engineering. More engineering. You do some work with the construction crew this week. Observing how blah blah blah. We've read this one before. Okay. Well, all right. 2 plus 1. So if I do 2, 3, 4. Plus 1 card to the but now I could do 7. I think this might be the best I can get here. 31, 33. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna guess this is the best I can get. Yep. Nice. How's my stress doing? Not so bad. Welcome to Early Dust. Happy birthday, Anemone. I got something for you. Happy birthday. Thanks for remembering my birthday. Of course, Anemone. Oh, what is this? So then I trapped it in my room, Anemone says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand and it had feelers like, whoa, it was bouncing all over the place like boing, boing, boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms over her head. The bugs here are so big and they're everywhere. I was gonna give it a tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff. Yeah, okay. But she said I should just let it go because if it stung me, I might get weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the one I already have. And I wanted to see if I got more weird mutant powers, so I started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of the ship, and I got in so much trouble, but it wasn't even that high. She stops in her tracks. Hold on, she says, stooping to rub irritably at her knees for probably the 100th time in the past 5 minutes. I'm gonna die. I busted up my knees and it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at it. Chief Steward Antecedent's voice rings out across the garrison yard, pleasant but firm. It instantly transports you back to being in the ship creche, tugging on her skirts and calling her auntie. Anemone jumps and stands up straight, her hand flying to her sides. But Mom, Anemone whines, digging her fingers into her knees as Antecedent approaches you both. It's so scratch-tastically itchy. She's so pretty. I know, lovely, Antecedent soothes her, patting down her riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. Anemone tucks her hands under her armpits to keep from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Antecedent smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. Anemone's skin is dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow in wherever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly, the one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Antecedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue for the nanoprinter is over a week long, so I patched your pants with scraps from your brother's clothing. Please try not to put any more holes in them, or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to Anemone and kisses her on her forehead. Anemone sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck. Anemone evaluates the clothes as her mom walks away. Galactic, she breathes as she runs her fingers over the odd-colored patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squirms out of her pants and pulls on the new ones. Whoa, I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows, she exclaims, showing off her new pants. Like when they'd stencil your kill count on your plane. Or like a really cool scar. Man, I'm trying to be the nerd in this one, so you should be more careful. Anemone sticks out her tongue at you. You sound like my mom, she teases. Okay, well. Learning, learning, learning. Hey, Dice, what are you on about today? Do we know anything about... I know literally nothing about you, my dude. I haven't learned a damn thing about you. Do you like boba fruit? Nope. No, he does not. Does anyone like boba fruit? Cal, what do you like? Well, I gave my last boba fruit away, so I guess this... Man. Oh, a yellow flower. I wonder if Tammy likes yellow flowers. She's kind of yellow, right? Like her outfit and like her vibe is sort of yellow. I got you something. Do you like flowers? Aha! Ah, she squeals and dances. I love flowers, even weird alien ones, and yellow is my favorite color too. Nice. I have learned something. We learned. How's my stress doing? My stress is okay. Wait. Wait. I want to buy another cake. I need to figure out when Tangent's birthday is. Okay. Engineering is at 84. We're getting there. You do some work with the construction crew. Same as last time. 42234 1. 1 2 2 2 3 3 4 4 2 2 3 4 also 4. And then card becomes blue. Also 4. Okay. Nice. I'm learning, chat. I'm figuring it out. It's time for the 3rd annual Vertumnalia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. Whoops. Too fast. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the audience. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor, she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing. As always, looking towards the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings, Udicott continues. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. You look around at the crowd. Your friends, your parents, and the other adults who have been the background radiation of your entire life. These are the closest human beings around for light years, and they are all your family. Udicott bows her head. But first we recognize the passing of our dear friend, Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Tonin is survived by his daughter Aspartame. In the crowd, Tammy sniffles loudly. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Udicott, y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Udicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We've been finding some mighty interesting stuff out there, she continues. As we fly further, we're seeing some kind of magnetic interference when trying to send word back to Colony Prime. But we're doing well out there, and we'll get the kinks worked out soon. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Udicott says warmly, and thank you to the rest of the council for their service. Live music starts playing and Udicott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. The crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the area of chairs so the children's competition can be held. Which will you do this year? Science fair. Always. Tangent's project involves how the surveyor's gliders work, something to do with the materials they've made from reacting with the magnetic field of the planet. Sorry, they're made from reacting with the magnetic field of the planet. combined with solar energy collected from the wings. Blah, 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 blah. Can't speak. You tune her out, only zoning back when Tang stumbles through one of the judge's technical questions. You catch her look of pained frustration as she realizes she doesn't know the answer. Tammy's experiment is a tray of lumpy, misshapen, half-melted marshmallows. She says she wanted to find a vertumnant alternative for marshmallows using aquafaba instead of gelatin or eggs like they would have on Earth. She says she had a successful version, but she ate it because she was so anxious about her presentation. The judge turns to you next. I love Tammy. She's so sweet. Okay, so I need to get 47. And this will become blue, so that's nice. Let's do 2, 3, 4. Wait. 2, 3, 4. Okay. +2 to the last card, and it becomes blue. If I do +2 to the last card, and it becomes blue. This is unchangeable, though. How about 2, 2, 4. Only this was 4, 5. 24 or... I guess 25 is about the same, huh? Yeah, that's no good. Alright, 24. I just need to get 7, so I'll be fine. Oh, what the fuck was that? Wait. What was that? I had a button that just let me finish it? Oh. 2, 3. Is this really the best possible win? No, I could have done better than that. Why would you give me a bad roll? 20's even better. 2, 2, 2, 3. And then if I do this or this, nope. 24. I could have gotten 28? How? Jesus. Okay. You do an egg drop experiment, taking fragile crystalline glass fruit and designing 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. 2 break, but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a simple demonstration of physics, but the judges decide to award you for choosing something within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated, but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. Poor Tangent, but I got a cute card out of it, so that's fine. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. How sweet. Welcome to Middle Dust. New perk. Oh. Autoplay Fairy. Autoplay Fairy sometimes plays the best hand for you. Well, it didn't last time. Is that what the sometimes means? Sometimes it'll play the best hand and sometimes it'll just play a hand? 'Cause that's interesting. Any goodies anywhere? Stuff to pick up? No? Alright. Back to school. Engineering. We read this one before. Moving on. 4, 5, 6 is a good pull. 4, 5, 6, thank you. Card becomes blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, even better. And then 35 or, yeah, 35. Boop. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome to Late Dust. Quick run around the colony, make sure there's no goodies to pick up. As per usual. There ain't. Tangent, you got anything to say? Tangent, I'm gonna guess your birthday is in Late Dust. Tang takes the cake and immediately sets it down on the side counter, far away from any specimens. What are you doing bringing food into a clean room? She chastises you. I don't really like desserts, but thank you, I suppose. I will find something to do with this. It wasn't her birthday, chat. Also, chat, we have ads coming up in about 40 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna play through it because I like this game a lot. Please use your favorite ad blocking method of choice. You have many to choose from. My favorite is picture-in-picture. If you're on Firefox, you can just pop me out and continue listening to me. More engineering. You learn about some of the fantastic technology that they have on Earth, but the colony couldn't bring with them. At least you brought all the plans and knowledge you could. Maybe someday you will be able to recreate them here on Vertumna, or come up with your own incredible technology. Sure. Oh, here come the ads. I hope you all do okay in ad jail. Autoplay fairy. Once per battle, find a slightly better hand. Boop. So that's 15. Now, I don't believe that this is the best hand. There's no fucking way. 1, 2. See, already I'm doing better. Get out of here. 4, 4, 4, 5. Right? Like, there's no goddamn way this isn't... Yeah, okay. So the autoplay fairy is a bit, mysterious. I don't understand the autoplay fairy's, goals. I don't know. It's wet. Welcome to wet, everyone. Couldn't go outside because we never saw Dices. There's the ads. Hello from ad jail. Blink twice if you can hear me. Tammy grabs your arm. Please be careful out there, Lemon Cream, she says, so earnest it's almost painful. My dad, it's been a year and... Takes a deep breath. It's dangerous out there. Please promise me you'll be safe. Oh... Tammy... you got nothing to say. You have nothing to say. Does Anemone have anything to say? Nope. All right. Oh boy. Thank God for being able to mute my mic, huh? Frightening amount of math. We've done that one before. 3, 3, 5. But it's going to be 3, 4, 5 or not, I guess. +1 on brain skill. That's what this is. +1 to and from other blue cards. Oh, interesting. What if I did this? So that's 29. That's 27. 3, 4, 5, 5. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay. Could have gotten 30. I almost have my engineering maxed out. How exciting. Whoops. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Overfruit. Gonna save this for Vase. Gonna shove it in Vase's face once we meet him again. Stupid asshole. Alright, last go of engineering. We're gonna have this maxed out, and then we can start on biology, I guess. 2, 4, 5, 6, 6. Damn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Friggin' best hand I've ever played in one go? Holy shit. Damn. Yeah, for sure. Oh, just in time for glow. New perk. Extra gear slot. Equip an additional gear. Cool. I don't think... Welcome back from the ads, everyone. I hope you weren't sold things that were too annoying. Hopefully, plus 30 engineering, first collectible use is free. Wow. Plus 15 to all skills. Shit, that would be nice. Okay. Well, we have maxed out our engineering, so we're as smart can get. At least in terms of engineering. And now we're gonna work on the other thing. Biology. Why is my... You're being enlightened by mastering a skill. Plus 1 to all mental skill increases for 3 months. Hell yes. Unless that counts glow. I hope that doesn't count glow. Alright, I'm as smart as I can get with that. So we're gonna work on biology now. This week in biology classes, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a Hawkeye on the holoprojector and asks, who can tell me what special things Hawkeyes do when they see a predator? Tang's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a Hawkeye. Hal nods. That's true, but not what I was getting at. Tang stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone else? Lemon cream? They fly away? I would get a card for this, though. Or I could just say I don't know. I'm gonna get the card, why not? You stammer after being put on the spot and say the first thing that comes to mind. That might work, Hal smiles, but Hawkeyes don't have wings. He gestures to the picture of one right in front of you on the holoprojector. You feel pretty dumb. They thump their feet to warn other Hawkeyes in the area. Then they hop away very quickly. I lost friendship? Tangent. What the fuck, girl? To be shitty about it. God damn. You look over to see Tang smirking at you. You both got it wrong, but she still thinks she's better than you. Wow. Okay. God damn it. What the hell? Let's see what the fairy thinks I should do. No, this is a bad hand. I don't trust the fairy anymore. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Oh, lordy, lordy. 2, 2, 2. Oh, card gets +1. Okay. If I do this. So I can get 30. Or I can get 30. Or I can get 29. 2, 3, 4. But that's because that's yellow. 2, 3, 4. 29. 29. 2, 3, 5. 4. 2, 3. Whoops. I guess 33. Yep, alright. I was overthinking it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Welcome to Glow, everyone. We're gonna get attacked again this year. I wonder who might die this time. We're still going for the no death run, so hopefully no one dies. But I guess we'll find out. You need some time off. Oh, is my stress maxed? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, guess that's that, huh? Well, here we go. I was hoping to do some more biology, but I guess I can't. Practice photophonar. Oh. The world outside the lounge is dark and eerie, lit mainly by bioluminescent... Oh, typo. Bioluminescent plants and the wormhole that sits low and fat in the sky like an omen. The whole planet feels haunted. You stay indoors, where everything seems a little more lively. You don't want to get caught outside. Here we go. I'm going to keep these. I get friendship with Tammy, cool. I'm gonna keep these cards, actually. Yes. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Hey, monkey boy! Thank you for the rice facts. Oh, Jesus. Always you and the rice facts, huh? I appreciate them, but it's mysterious. Like, do you stream? You never say anything other than this. I'm scrolling through this and it's literally just rice facts. You have never said anything else. Oops. I'm concerned, monkey boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, wait, close you. There we are. Ah, thank you for the rice fact, monkey boy. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say, and new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. The Faceless. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe there. But it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Hal. What if another creature gets in? You look at Professor Hal, and he looks back at you. Last year, you saved his life right here. Hal clears his throat, visibly trying to stay calm. All right, children, he says, subconsciously touching his neck. Just remain seated. I'm certain everything will be fine. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. Well, I have no bravery whatsoever. I, in fact, have 0 bravery. And perception is also 0. I need to try to leave, try to stay. Well, I guess I'm staying put, huh? You, Tang, Mars, and the other kids try to stay calm. Hal tells everyone to get under the big tables together. There's some nervous laughter as kids bump into each other. Then he reads from a textbook on Earth history to try to distract everyone. His voice shakes as he fumbles over a passage about Mesopotamia. It's more upsetting than helpful. Mars grabs your hand, but when you look at her, she looks away pointedly. Take it seriously. Oh, +10 stress. There's nothing you can do, so you try to apply yourself to reading the chapter you've been assigned. You struggle with it, your mind racing. You notice Tangent trying to do the same. She gives you a faint smile over her holo screen. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Flulubel, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. Wow, well, no one died. So that's something. Right? No one died, call that a win? We are now 12 years old. I wonder how Tammy is going to handle medicinal roots. I wonder how Tammy is going to handle the Helio crew. Hey, Tangent. Oh. I already spend as little time around other teenagers as possible, Tang sniffs dismissively. But now that everyone smells and is growing hair in unfortunate places, absolutely not. Her lip curls in disgust. What a cosmic joke. Hormones that encourage us to be intimate with one another while simultaneously turning us into disgusting, sweaty, stinking beasts. Ugh, no thank you. I have never allowed my biology to dictate who I am, and I don't intend to start now. Fuck yeah, girl. How's the research coming? Tangent shrugs. Well enough, she concedes, but I confess I've actually hit something of a block. I'm sure the answer is right in front of me, but I can't grasp it. You take a look at her work. Immediately, you come to the conclusion that had been just out of her reach. Oh. Tang rubs her eyes. Oh, you are formidable, she says. I had been coming at it wrong the entire time. She taps a few notes into her holopalm and smiles. Thank you for being someone on this stupid rock I can trust to know what they're doing. That was almost a compliment, Tangent. Well done. Here I have something for you. Have a root. Well, it wasn't her birthday today. Or this month, I suppose. Ah, well. So we've already finished engineering. We're not going to get any better at that. Let's keep doing biology, I guess. Oh, you see a notice on the engineering holoweb. Professor Hal is looking for someone to help with after-school tutoring. You should know the basics and be a quick study for the rest. Please apply. Apply for the job. You tell Hal you're interested in the job. That's great news, he says, beaming. You're one of my best students, Lemon Cream. We'll start you off as my assistant for the younger kids, but I'll bet you'll be helping the older ones in no time. There's no shame in that, though. Everyone learns at their own pace. As you know, I hold classes every day. Just come by whenever you have time. I'm sure a smart young lady like yourself is in high demand around here. Cool. Oh. Video games let me live out the fantasy of being told I'm intelligent by my professors. Card becomes 2. Huh. Oh, but I got a 3 and a 4 and all cards become blue, hey? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For sure, though. Oh, wait, now it's 2, 4, 5. Wait. Oh, I don't have a 3, do I? Oh, no. 2. So I can get 29. Or I can get all 2s. Yeah, that is better. 31 is better. I could have gotten 34 somehow. Shoot. Oh. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on their argument. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Lemon Cream is a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risks, or she'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to mediation. This time, they sound really upset. It's unsettling. I think I should. The danger isn't. You don't need to. I don't remember what I answered last time. I think I should. They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Oh, geez. Geranium, she grates. You've said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because Flulu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling her, your mom almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Lemon Cream's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on, so you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. Oh, I'm gonna stay quiet this time, because I think I said last time I can take care of myself. Although, won't you two just shut up is pretty tempting. Chat, what do we think? I am trying to do the rebellion run. Won't you two just shut up? Yeah, rebellion, let's go. Your outburst at least makes them stop arguing, but they still look unhappy. You're a bit surprised at how angry you got there. Where did that come from? Hormones! I'm sorry, Junebug, your dad says softly. We shouldn't be arguing in front of you. We're just worried about you and don't want you to be in danger, even though we both know it's a part of growing up. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Lemon Cream, sorry. It's your birthday today and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions and expeditions for kids 13 and older, and, well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. So I can join expeditions now. But why would I do that when I can continue being a nerd? Being a big ol' nerd. I'm gonna save the colony with smarts. Hey, Dad, what's up? You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug. Kiddo, he exclaims, then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking. I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. We disagree sometimes, just like every couple, but it's unfair that you had to see how the sausage gets made. Sausage. Okay. pats you on the shoulder. Thank you for saying so. You're a great kid. Your mom and I talked it out, he continues. We're both just really putting our everything into the farm right now, and it's making us kind of snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. Okay. Can do, Papa. By which I mean... nuts to that, going to school. I want to get smart. So this gives me reasoning and empathy and kudos. But I want to keep working on my biology. So... bio. This week in biology class, you're studying sugar bugs. This native species look like purple marshmallows about the size of your fist, all puffy and squishy and kind of cute. They don't move or do much, but if you tickle them, they exude an edible syrup from a hole at the top of their bodies. And now, says Professor Hal, you're going to dissect one. Oh. Refuse to do it on ethical grounds, or dissect the cute little sugar bug. Well, cut it up. You're given a thankfully already deceased sugar bug to work on. The picture is very good. Look at how cute this card is. Wait. Where is it? Oh, look how good that is. That's really cute. The moment your scalpel slices it open, a horrid smell assaults you, sweet like rotting fruit. Yuck. You see Tang trying not to gag too. Defiance or dissection. Dissection, of course. Ah, I can do this, no sweat. What's the best possible play? I don't understand this fairy. I don't get this fairy at all. These fucking zeros, man. Honestly. Let's just get rid of them. There. Lots of twos. 2, 2, 2. Also 2. All right. Oh, hell yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. Wait. Where did this card come from? 2, 3, 4. Card becomes 2 is an issue, isn't it? Shoot. 6. I guess 31's alright. Let's just go with that. I could have gotten 34. Shit. Ah, well. You carefully section your sugar bug into 6 discrete organs. You take a photo with your holopalm and carefully fill in labels for all the parts. That's pretty good, Tang says, peeking at your work. These things are slipperier than I was expecting. Parts of mine are still moving. Gross. Great job, class. Now we're going to leave them overnight, says Professor Hal. The next morning, your class is in for a surprise. The sugar bugs are alive again, and there are more of them. Your teacher explains that their DNA is so malleable that almost any part of a sugar bug can turn into any other part if it needs to. The resulting sugar bugs are smaller, but will eventually grow into full-sized ones. Retumnant biology is weird. Oh, that's so cool. Huh. That's interesting. Gross, but interesting. All right. So yeah, I can talk to Utopia now. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Lemon cream, how's it going, little sis? Chief Surveyor Utopia steps casually out to bar your way while making it look accidental. Blech. Whoa there. I don't know if you're ready to head out there and join the surveyors just yet. Why don't you skedaddle and stick the sports ball inside the walls for now? She rubs her knuckles into your scalp and sends you on your way. Oh, I am neither tough nor brave enough to do this. Not even a little bit. Not even remotely. Okay. Well, not joining expeditions, I guess. I think next run through of this, I'm gonna max out this one. Because I did this one the first time, I'm doing this one this time, I'll do this one next time. You know? More life sciences. Min-max. Cal knows so much about animal and plant sciences, especially for native retumnant species. When it's time to pick partners for group study, there's almost a fight for who gets to have Cal. You have to work out a sort of timeshare system to make sure that everyone has a chance to learn from him. This makes him a very popular person in class, except with Tang. who refuses to work with him for what she calls irreconcilable irreconcilable moral differences. You figure it's Tang speak for being upset that she's not the star pupil. Yeah. Oh, tangent. Card gets +1. Okay. What do you think? Two. There's no way this is the best possible hand. I refuse to believe that. 2, 3. 2, 3. 3, 3. 3, 4. 4, 5. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, +1 card to. Meh. Oh, I understand. 4, 5. But that'll get 6. 33? Maybe. Let's try that. Off by 2. Still, not so bad. I usually miss by like 2 or 3. It is pollen now. It's funny, I was thinking the other day, because I've been playing this every Tuesday now for like 2 months, I wonder if people are going to get bored of this. You know? Just a thought. Oh. Oh, that was weird. My stream deck is acting up. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if people get tired of this and get bored of it, you know? Science is the language of all things, even on a planet such as this. Tang says, as foreign as it seems, all living things act according to their biology. Tang tilts her head. And as biology is simply applied chemistry, which is simply applied physics, this means anything that is observable, and many things that are not, are governed by the rules of mathematics, which are as elegant and as constant as when the universe began. Sure, physics are just applied mathematics though, there, Tang. Bored? No way. I mean, I'm glad you think so, Orpheus. I worry sometimes, a little bit, you know? Just thinking about stuff. Today in class, you're studying gene tech enhancements. Nearly everyone in the class has one, chosen for them by their parents before they were born. And it's all thanks to gene tech, Hal exclaims. Isn't it amazing? The people of Earth almost never had access to this stuff, and we have all the equipment right here in our little colony. Looking around the class, you see an incredible array of gene tech modifications, animal features, enhanced sensory organs, and the like, and there's much more that you can't see. Come on, don't be shy, Hal says, spreading his palms wide. What sorts of things has old Instance been able to do in her lab? Feel free to share if you have one that people can't see. Most kids share their genetic enhancements if they have them. Temperature doesn't bother me, Cal answers when it's his turn. I'm never too hot or too cold. I'm always just right. Someone jokes that Cal doesn't sweat. That explains why he smells like flowers and sunshine all the time. Tang keeps quiet and skips her turn to share. It's okay to have secrets, Tang. You're sitting close enough to Tang that it's easy to lean over and tell her she doesn't have to be ashamed. She rolls her eyes. I don't care who knows, she scoffs. I just don't want to make anyone jealous. I sleep half as much as a regular person. It's unbelievable how much of their lives people waste being unconscious. Sad, really. Well, I am interested in trying to romance this one, so let's see. What do you do with those extra hours? Tang shrugs. Study, mostly, and I snack. I eat approximately 50% more than someone who sleeps all night. You're not sure if she noticed you were flirting or not. I get the feeling Tangent is ace, and I'm wasting my time, you know? All cards to the right become blue. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Wait. Oh, because of this. Okay, well... 2, 3, 4, and if I do a 1... 30 is pretty good. I'm not going to use the fairy. I don't trust the fairy. I could have gotten 33. God damn it. Shoot. Okay. Oh. Someone ripping around outside on a motorcycle as loud as they can go. Summer's nearly over, so I suppose people want to get their time in, right? Okay. Already heard that one. School. Biology. Yeah, my reasoning is almost maxed out, too. Does this give me anything else? Empathy. I am going to want to work on my empathy for sure. You spend some time observing the life cycles of various vertebrate species, particularly the fungi. Fungi are fascinating. You can't believe that what you see above ground is only a very small part of the entire organism. You find yourself walking around the colony more carefully, now aware of the huge amount of life happening under your feet. Hey. 2s and 5s. 2s and a 5. What do you think this should be? Okay. This... Good lord. Card becomes blue. 2. 2, 4... 5, 7. Why 7? Oh, +2 to the last card. Yes. 2, 2. Unchangeable. 2. Okay. Got it this time, at least. Yo, here we go. You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life full of discoveries and possibilities when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which parts of the presentation was relevant to you? So this is the one I chose last time. I did decide that we're going full girl for this run, so I guess this one. You and your friends giggled your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mars starting to dress differently. Until one morning, you wake up and, something feels different. You just know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you expected to be down there. I'm surprised at this game a little bit. It's not shying away from stuff that most games would be like, ooh, sex, kind of thing. It's cool. I appreciate it. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember Congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for their real-world practical applications. If you just go back to sleep, it'll go away, right? You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, your period started. Well. Mom's cool. I'm gonna ask Mom for help. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture for your mom to come over. When she sees the problem, her eyes go wide and she gives you a big hug. What? My little girl's growing up, she exclaims, and you feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. She puts her hands on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but getting your period is important. Sometimes we need a bit of a mess in our lives to remind us that we're real, that we're a part of this world. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. You can't think of anything worse. Thankfully, soon you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this every month. Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's proud of you. It's super embarrassing, and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to your bunk to stew about it. What is happening? Oh, I've got hormones. You feel on the edge today, like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone, but you also desperately want attention. It feels like a fount of new energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, lemon cream. Oh, hey kitty cat. How you doing over there? Yeah? Oh. Biology level 1. Unlocked xenobotany research in geoponics. Oh, cool. Cool. Let's go unlock that. Oop. Explore the xenobotany lab. Hey kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk where he's dissecting a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands in things here. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird stoma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out in pools on the desk. Whoa, he exclaims. I thought I'd drained this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess? You help him mop up the flower juice. Yuck, it's sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of you kids to come help me out with researching the native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as gene tech research with instants, but it is important. He grins. Let me talk to your mom about it tonight before you go telling her. She's not a fan of alien plants, you know. If it were up to her, we'd fill these greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else. But there's gotta be more on this planet that we can cultivate. If you find any cool plants while you're exploring, bring them here and we can take a look at them. Sure. Sure beans. Sure beans. What is sure beans? Cool beans, Len. What the hell? Alright, well. Oh yeah, I can max out my stress. I forgot that that's a thing I can do. So even though I only have room for 5, I can still take the whole 15. Okay. Rebellion increases tripled. Let's go. Professor Hal looks almost apologetic. It's important to check on how you're all doing with the material, he exclaims. So we're having a pop quiz on what we've been covering this month. Earth's ecosystem and the climate crash of the late 21st century. This should be easy so long as you've been paying attention. You and the other students exchange looks of horror. A pop quiz. 2 people look unfazed, Tang and Cal. Both are sitting near enough that you could probably ask them for help before the quiz begins. Oh. Need friendship with tangent 30 or greater. Oh, tempting. Let's see. Let's ask her for help. Tang rolls her eyes, but obligingly rattles off a few facts about the late 21st century while the other students prepare for the quiz. You're not sure if it'll help, but maybe something will stick. Okay, well, we didn't lose friendship with her, so that's good. 46 is doable. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 3. 2, 3. Well, I guess 2, 3, 5 is fine. Not my favorite, but that'll do. 14. What do you think I should play? Yeah, of course you think it's something fucking stupid. What am I even looking at here? Card becomes 2. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I can get 18 or I can get 18. Boop. 2, 4, 6, 6, but plus 2 to the last card. Plus 1 to the card to the right. Oh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 30 is pretty good. Well, 8. I'm just gonna go with that. Nope. Could have gotten 33. God damn it. Ah, whatever. You did well. You just tried to imagine the most destructive things humankind could do to the planet, and that was usually the answer, no matter how far-fetched. Deserts growing, terrible storms, sea level rising, species becoming extinct. Whoa, scary. Fucking mood, am I right? Cal and Tang look happy with their scores too. Nice. As you file out of class, you catch up with Tang and share your thoughts about what you've been learning in class. Earth humans had space travel, gene tech. Shouldn't they have been able to fix the planet? Isn't science the solution to everything? Tang scoffs. Not even science can help people who don't believe in it, she says. Even if the solution is obvious to anyone with half a brain, if the people in charge don't do what needs to be done, what's the point? She stomps away, clearly frustrated by the subject. Fucking mood. Yeah. Absolutely. Up. Up. Welcome to Early Dust. I don't have anything for you this month. Nemi, sorry. Log. I almost have enough for a birthday cake, though. Getting there. Oh, I need a break. Okay. So I can't do anything in there. Let's just go here. Relax. You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Mars, Tammy, or Dice? Tammy. Tammy looks up from where she's pretending to feed a bottle to a baby doll. She spends her work hours helping out in the creche, and she still wants to do it when she's relaxing? She must really like taking care of people. Hey, Lemon Cream, she says sweetly. Do you want to play house with me? It kind of feels like you're a little too old for this. But Tammy's so earnest, and you don't want to crush her gentle spirit. You sit down and play dolls with her for a little while, like you used to when you were kids. It's so sweet. Oh, Tammy. Oh, right. I can forget how to crawl. Gone. It's Vertumnalia. Time for speeches, games, and feasting. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you usually see all at one time. There's some potato pods and some roasted slabs of fungi and a few dishes of earth vegetables from the greenhouses. You try to sneak some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a huge yelling match. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instant blames your mom for the way things are right now, whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. Dad is the best. Governor Udicott takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome, everyone, to our 4th Vertumnalia celebration, she says, speaking through a maxophonor. Her voice has been... Her voice has been getting weaker lately and can't reach across the square the way it used to. I'm proud, as always, to stand before you as your governor, and to celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet. Udicott steps aside, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Seek to complete the annual formalities. Your mom steps forward. Before we get to the feast, I'd like to thank our cultivators for their hard work this year, she says. As you know, we lost our hydroponics and microbial soil during the wormhole accident. It has been difficult to grow anything in Vertumnan soil without them, so our output isn't where it should be. I'm sorry. A ripple of concern murmurs through the crowd, and your mom continues. We're doing our best in geoponics, and I'm proud of each and every member of my team. Hopefully, next harvest will be better. It won't be. Udicott's weedy voice rattles through the maxophonor. Thank you, everyone. Let's get on with the games. The crowd packs away the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition do you participate in this year? Talent show. By which I mean science fair. Tangent's science fair project is monstrously complicated. She gives a 20-minute speech about cell division in a few different Vertumnan species that goes not just over your head, but the heads of everyone in the crowd. What is she even doing locked up in the lab all day? Instance is intrigued. She asks Tang a series of questions, soon honing in on something Tang overlooked. Tang is so upset with herself, she can barely finish answering. Tammy is also competing this year. She charms the judges by showing off her beaded bracelets, each of which illustrates a DNA double helix. The judges compliment her scientific accuracy as she ties one on each of their wrists, then teaches everyone how to make them. Your turn. Man, Tammy's the best. 3566. Plus 5 during brain challenges. Holy hell. Okay, well, 356, I guess. Right? Let's save that. Let's save that one. Actually, let's just go whole hog here. Let's blast it out. There we go. All cards become blue. So 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 is good. And I only need to get 3. So I'm gonna kill this one for sure. If I do 2, 3, 4, that's not a 4. 2, 3, 3, 5. 2? Yeah, it's probably good enough. Nice. Nice! Your project this year is on power generation, explaining the way the colony will be able to generate power once the nuclear engines eventually need to be turned off. You've compared the efficiencies of burning mushwood pellets, spark snow, or the thin oil they found under the southern swamps. You'd love to outfit the colony with solar power, but those panels are full of precious metals you haven't found alternatives for in Vertumna. You conclude that wind and hydroelectric power are the easiest to maintain and the most sustainable, impressing everyone with your working model of a hydroelectric dam. Finally, it's time for the feast. The feast isn't anything special, mostly the same pressed soy rations you've been served in the canteen for all of your life. The foragers have contributed great slabs of fungi that have been grilled like steak, not that you've ever had a steak to compare them to. The offerings from Geoponics this year are as slender as your mom warned. There's a few tureens of roasted potatoes and carrots, but everything looks so scrawny. Everyone gets a taste, but not much more than that. It's so unfulfilled. What have your parents been doing in Geoponics this whole time? This sucks. God, Mom. Oh, why are your parents like this? You sullenly shove your food around on your plate. You don't even want to eat anymore, you're so pissed off. You're probably just hungry. Eat your dinner. You do feel better after you eat something. Everyone's in high spirits after dinner, breaking off into little groups to talk or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what congruence meant when she warned that your hormones would make you feel out of control sometimes. When you go back to your quarters to get ready for bed, your dad gives you a big hug. It's exactly what you needed. Oh, Mom, God. You're so lame. You remember what it was like being a teenager? What a time. Simpler days though, right? Alright. So, we are very nearly maxed out on our reasoning. We're doing pretty well on biology. We're getting there. I definitely need to pump up my empathy. But, I don't think we're good enough friends with Anemone to, like... Oh, wow, I'm almost fully friends with Tangent here. I don't think I'll be able to do anything for Anemone when she eventually ends up with Vase. Vase is such a dipshit. Ah, well. You each pick your native Vertumnan keystone species and prepare an hour-long presentation to the class. You don't know much about Vertumnan species, so you choose one at random from the Surveyor archives. It actually ends up pretty cool, because in order to research these new species, you actually have to talk to the surveyors who've seen it. You learn a lot about life outside the walls. Get to work. 3s, 4s, and 6s. What do you think I should play? 3-4-6-3-6? 3-4-3-6-3. Cannot possibly be a winning hand. There is no way I refuse. Yeah, 38 already. Okay. Okay. 39 is probably the best I'm gonna get. I have a hunch. It wasn't? I was off by 1? Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's alright. This game is all about chill and dealing with the collapse of human society on an alien planet. More biology. More biology. You file into class and take a seat. Floating on the central holoprojector are the words, Sex Ed. Hal stands before the class, an awkward smile on his face. Alright kids, today we're going to learn about various forms of reproduction, particularly in mammals. I know many of you have grasped the basics already, but consider this the scientific approach. He cues up a holo video about mammalian reproduction before the invention of gene tech. He turns the lights down. He turns down the lights so no one feels embarrassed. Can you believe that people used to just squirt liquids inside each other and sometimes babies came out? What a way to put it. Oh boy. Embarrassing lesson, keep between rounds. Oh, what a way to describe it. Good lord. And sometimes they gave each other diseases? Sounds gross. The way the colony does it now, by implanting embryos into people who have made the choice to become parents, is so much more civilized. But... you still have sex, though? Is sex still a thing? Hal turns the lights back on, and everyone looks around and giggles. It's funny, right? Hal says. Believe it or not, almost all living things have to exchange DNA with other members of their species in order to reproduce. Our bodies and our societies developed according to ever-increasing competition for mates, and for the resources to raise the next generation. Hal chuckles. It's made for some pretty strange animal behavior, including in humans, he adds. One of the goals of the Vertumna group... Sounds boring. I mean, I have to imagine that sex still exists. They haven't really covered that. One of the goals of the Vertumna group was to break the cycle of these behaviors by the widespread adoption of gene tech as a reproduction strategy, and a decreased reliance on paired sexes as the formation of the family unit. Wait. Is this like a pro-eugenics colony? Oh no. Wait. I mean, they do other shit. This might be one of them. The stratospheric left Earth with a population too small to avoid genetic bottlenecking, Hal continues. So we also brought a cache of frozen human embryos. They came from people who crowdfunded our journey but couldn't come themselves. Hal smiles genially. Some of you are already descended from those donors. When you're older, you might choose to have your own children naturally with a partner through a donation from another colonist or with an implanted embryo. No matter how it happens, every child is a child of the colony, of humanity, and will be treated the same as any other. Isn't that neat? Oh, there we go. Hey, the game knows what I'm curious about. I'm sure you kids have lots of questions, Hal says. Don't be shy. Lemon Cream, how about you start the discussion? What did you think of the video? People still do it for fun, right? I got rebellion for that? I got 15 rebellion for that? Holy hot damn. Okay. The class explodes into laughter, and Hal laughs along as well, then raises his hands to call for silence. Right, I know it's very funny. He says, look, of course people still have sex the way our bodies were designed to do, and in plenty of ways they weren't. Hal a freak for real. Hal a freak on the down low, though. Damn, guy. Also, you're only 44? Oh. Tangent asks about the morality of genetic engineering next, and Cal stutters his way through asking how you're supposed to know if it's okay to have sex with someone. That's a good question, Hal responds. The decision to have sex or not, or how, is a personal one. As your teacher, I can't tell you what's right for you. That's a conversation you want to have with your parents and other adults you trust, with your partners, and ultimately with yourself. Well, alright. Hey, aren't we all glad that I made my title 18+? We don't want kids in this chat. That would be bad. +1 to the card to the right. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. Oh, card becomes 2 though. 5, 2 is no good. 6. 2, 2. 2. Lots of 2s. Or... oh. 25? 26 is actually better than 25. I'm gonna go with this. I could have gotten 27 somehow. That's fine. That's okay. We're fine. My hormones should be wearing off by now, I think. Oh no, I just have them. Okay. We just have hormones, chat. Boba fruit. Oh, that one's nice and fresh for vase. I'm gonna keep this one under my bed just for vase. Get it all gushy. Goddamn vase. Goddamn vase. Piece of shit. It's time for your end of term project. You, Tang, and Cal are all ready to prove that you're capable scientists. Seeing as everyone works together in the colony, you're expected to come up with a project that the three of you can agree on. You can already tell that's going to be a problem. Uh-oh. We should do a genetics experiment, insists Tang. I have access to the lab around the clock, and I'm already in there every day. It'd be so simple just to come up with an experiment for something I'm already working on. And efficient. It's the perfect choice. Cal considers. I don't know. Lab work is only half the picture, you know? I think we should go to geoponics for some hands-on biology. Mimer is almost ready to give birth, and she had trouble during her last calving, he says. You think he's talking about a float cow. We should volunteer to monitor her around the clock and document the process. Then we can help deliver the calf. Tang looks disgusted. Absolutely not, she sneers. I am not getting my hands all up in some float cow's guts just because you want to play farmer instead of scientist. She pokes her finger into Cal's chest. What are your data points? What's your hypothesis? Do you have a control group? Where's the science, Cal? Can we kill Vase? I fucking hope so. I hope so. You aren't better than others just because you work indoors, Cal snaps. It's so rare to see someone actually get under his skin. Every day I live and breathe biology, genetics, medicine, and ecology just like you. Science isn't just about doing experiments. Observation is important too. So is compassion and empathy. Tang scoffs. Tang is kind of a shitty person though, right? Like, she's just kind of a shitty person. Sorry, Cal. I knew you'd see it my way, Tang says smugly. Cal isn't happy, but you know he'll still do his best. Well, alright, here we go. 63. Okay. 2, 3, 4? No. 2, 3, 4 though. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 5. This is no good. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of my yellow cards. Let's just get rid of them. There we go. Nice. 2, 3, 3, 2, 5, 5, and I get to keep this one. Let's see. 3, 3, 5, 5. About half, not so bad. 23 is less good. Let's go with that. Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6 is nice. God, I wish I had kept one of those 3s though. 2, let's just do this. 4, 4. So 36 or 35. 36. Nice. Did it. Your experiment goes off without a hitch. Over the course of the month, you work under Tangent's close supervision on something that she won't explain completely, but has utmost confidence in. You titrate, precipitate, filter, and distill your hearts out. Hal smiles at you. Congratulations, you three. This is wonderful work. You do the colony proud. Don't forget, learning is a lifelong science, he says. So feel free to audit this class whenever you'd like. Oh, cool. I've aced it. So what does that mean for me? Oh god, it's almost glow again. I'm really going much faster through this playthrough than I did the last one. Like, much faster. I guess it's not a bad thing, right? Can we, no, nothing? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, life sciences gives me more, right? Because I want my biology up still. Let's just keep doing that. You ask a question in class and are embarrassed when everybody laughs. You guess it was something you were supposed to know? You thought Professor Hal said there were no dumb questions. Well, that's not true. Anyone who has ever worked in retail knows that there are dumb questions. 3, 4, 5, 6 is pretty good right off the start. 4, 5, 6, 11. Pretty good hand. Thank you. How could I possibly have gotten one more from that? Eat my ass, video game. You're getting ready to leave your quarters one day when you're stopped by your mom, who hasn't left for work yet. She's always been an early riser, out into the fields before first sunrise. That she specifically stayed home to talk to you is a bad sign. Sit down, Lemon Cream, she says. We have to talk. I don't want to talk to you. Okay. You sit down across from your mother. She stares you down, just looking right into your soul like she's counting up every bad thing you've ever done. I don't think you appreciate how much I know about you, she says, finally. With the amount of freedom you kids have, you forget that you're being watched. I don't like what I'm seeing. And your attitude, she spits, is absolutely atrocious. I know you're a teenager and you're supposed to push boundaries, but this is ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Mom! I'm only 3/4 rebellious. I'm not even fully rebellious yet. No, you're ridiculous. Mom! She bangs her fist on the table for emphasis. This isn't some hollow-bit high school drama, Lemon Cream. This is real life. This is life or death. You get what I'm saying? People are going to die if we don't work hard enough, she shouts, standing up from her seat. She scrubs her face and sits back down with a thud. You have to learn how to fit in, she says quieter. You're a part of a larger community, an ecosystem. You're supposed to be learning that, but you're running out of time. Soon you'll be an adult. People will need to rely on you. God, maybe though, if I wanted to be the smarty smart pants, I shouldn't have done a full rebellion run. Right? Maybe. Maybe it doesn't matter in the end. I wouldn't tell my mom to shut up. That's too mean. You're putting too much pressure on me. Am I? Your mom says, tilting her head. Her gaze goes somber and distant. When I was just a little older than you are now, I was fighting a war against the people of Earth. First they ignored us, then they mocked us, then they attacked us. She pats her prosthetic leg. And then we won. Also, we could give you the chance to grow up here. Don't disrespect me by wasting it. You can be both. I can be a smarty smart pants and rebellious. That's right. Your mom reaches out and pats your hand patronizingly. I remember being your age, full of anger, ready to fight anyone who told me what to do. I wish someone had told me that I deserved better. I wish... She shakes her head. You can do better than this, Lemon Cream, she says solemnly. You just have to apply yourself and listen to your elders. This colony needs you to be a part of it. It's why you were born. For a literal rebel fighter, your mom has a strange relationship to authority. You'd think she'd understand what it means to want freedom above all else. She's such a hypocrite. You're sick of people telling you what to do, thinking they know what's best for you. They don't know what it's like to grow up on an alien planet. They don't know what it's like to have all these weird thoughts and dreams. It's true. So we got ads coming up in now. I am going to not go to ad break. We're going to keep playing, but I do need some more water. So sit tight. We'll be right back. And we're just going to keep playing through the ad. Sit tight. What do you want? Give me your head. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel worse. This is all our fault. There's someone stuck in the wall there.
No,
or is that a droid?
Lock it up, please. Lock it up, please. Sorry, I need brain power. Is there anybody else?
That was pretty cool.
That's all.
That's all? Okay.
That's all. That's Zeus.
So, hey chat. How are we doing? We having fun so far? Y'all have been very quiet this stream. Is it because it's finally getting nice out and people are out and about enjoying the new weather? Or, you know, having a good time? I imagine most people are just sort of chilling. It is so weird that it's basically September, you know? Like, holy shit. You're gaming right now. What are you playing? What you playing? You know what? No one did. No one... Desti isn't here at all today. I'm noticing Desti hasn't shown up because no one has told me to take my meds. Should do that right now. What day are we today? Saturday. No, we're Tuesday. Good lord. Come on. Yeah, so too. I tried that one. I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I found I probably need to play with other people to enjoy it. I tried it and it just wasn't for me, you know? I think I always liked the idea of Phantasy Star Online. I remember ages ago wanting to get it on the GameCube. Because it was out on GameCube, right? But you had to buy like a special network adapter for your GameCube to be able to play it online. And even then, I think it was Japan only. I always wanted to do that. Never did though. Wow, my reasoning is almost through the roof. What am I getting plus reasoning from? Oh, this, of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I need to play it with friends is the thing. If I don't have friends to play it with, then I'm just not going to enjoy it, you know? We're just gonna wait for the ads to finish up and then we'll get back to playing this. I figured we'd just have a bit of a chat. I am so excited for the game tomorrow. I found it, and as soon as I found it, I thought, oh, this is an Aza game. Like, right away, this is an Aza game. So it should be fun. I played Terraria. I tried it. That's another game you would need to play with friends. I'm not super into crafting survival games, if that makes sense, you know? The only crafting survival game I've ever really enjoyed is Vintage Story. And Vintage Story is a blast. God, I love that game. But yeah, like the problem is games where you both need to craft stuff. I find I'm not creative enough to care about the crafting part of it. And then usually crafting survival games, you have to worry about the crafting. You have to worry about the survival, obviously. But then you also have to worry about finding your own fun. And I'm kind of bad at finding my own fun in games, you know? The smithing in Vintage Story is fantastic. I love it so much. But then I also like smithing in real life. Like, I still want to get a forge set up at my house. That might be cool to do, you know? I'll think about it. But yeah, ads are done, so let's just get straight back to the game, right? I'm still pushing my biology, because I really want to push my biology. But then I'm gonna have to start pushing my... whatever, let's just keep doing it. No dumb questions. Incorrect. Only dumb questions. We are almost 14 years old. We're coming up on 14 soon. 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. So 6, 5, 3, 3, 2. 8. 30. 33. Amount of skill that I seem to have? What do you mean, Orpheus? What are you talking about? In video games? I'm not that good at video games, Orpheus. I don't know if you've noticed, but I tend to play these kinds of games where you don't have to do a whole lot. You know? Yeah, 33. I could have gotten 39? Fucking how? How in God's name could I have gotten 39? Ugh, whatever. Talk about real life. Oh God. Hey, here's the thing. Welcome to Glow. I'm not skilled. I know a little bit about a lot of things. It's because of the ADHD. I have interests in goddamn everything. I want to learn everything is the problem, you know? Like, I'm a certified scuba diver. I know how to sail. I have a sailboat. I know how to do blacksmithing. But am I good at any of those things, you know? It's not really. Like, I haven't gone scuba diving in years, probably over a decade at this point. You know, my boat sat on the hard for a couple years because we had stuff to do and, like, the engine was broken. I only ever did the one blacksmithing, like, intro course, and I made the world's ugliest candle holder, and even that I needed help with because I kept burning it. It's not that I'm skilled, it's just that I try a lot of things. I can do it? I mean, maybe. Maybe. I haven't done it since. You know? Like, maybe I shouldn't say that I know how to blacksmith. I've tried it, and I enjoyed it a lot. But I don't know that I could say I'm any good at it. I'll never claim that I'm good at it. The most pride I've taken out of anything I'm able to do lately is, no joke, the streaming thing. I'm surprised at the fact that I get more than one viewer per stream. Like, I don't know what my viewer number is right now, but I'm looking at my shoutout pad on my stream deck, and I think I have like 6 people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, yeah. So, like, the fact that I have more than 0 viewers is surprising to me. The fact that I can yap so much during a stream is surprising to me. And the Japanese thing, I'm really, really proud of myself with how well I'm doing that. But other than that, it's not skill. I just do a lot of stuff. You could too, Orpheus. Seriously. Sailing is super easy to get into. Find yourself your nearest sailing club, find out when their race nights are. And then, here, let's chat for a second. So sailing is super easy. Find out when the racing nights are, Because I'm a good streamer, thank you. That's appreciated. Find out when the race nights are. All sailing clubs have a race night. I can almost guarantee it. If they have sailboats at the club, they have a race night. Find out when race night is and show up. Just go. Ask where the crew table is. Because most sailors are either solo or like partner owners in a boat. But when you're racing, you need some hands on the boat to get stuff done. Like you need foredeck work if you're going to be flying spinnakers. You need people handling the sheets if you don't have someone to handle the sheets. You need someone at the helm if you don't have someone to handle the helm. Absolute worst case scenario, you need people to sit on the high side of the boat to flatten it out so the boat goes faster. We call that rail meat. When you're being rail meat, you're just being a counterbalance, like your weight. That's all you do, you just sit. And that gets you into boating, or at least gets you on a boat. The blacksmithing thing I did. In my city, there is a museum that does... It's like, I don't want to call it an agriculture museum. It's a museum that does, like, old tech, if that makes sense. Like, they'll talk about farming, they'll talk about agriculture, they'll talk about blacksmithing, that kind of thing. And from that museum, they ran a summer course. It was a few weeks long. You went once or twice a week, and they would actually, you know, teach you how to smith. And that's what I did, how to blacksmith. So, you know, they give you the metal, they give you the forge, they give you access to their forge and their tools, and then they make you make a thing. And it was cool. Anyone can get into scuba diving. It was the easiest thing in the world to get into scuba diving. I think PADI has sort of fallen out of favor in recent years. There are different companies that do it better now. But like anyone can learn how to scuba dive. If you're interested in learning languages, there's so many different resources online. Not Duolingo though. Never Duolingo. Don't fuck with that shit. It's garbage. Hi, Azza. Azza doesn't know how to make a raid message, but Azza's raid message is Azza raid message, exactly. Hi, Azza. All right, let's see if this works now. And okay, that's gonna go away in a second. Okay, and then there's the shout out. Fantastic. I fixed it. Welcome, Azza. Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. That's so kind of you. Robin, yeah, you can. So you came just in time to hear me proselytizing. Well, I was hoping I would get through a whole stream without having to deal with this shit. God damn it, Robin. All right, hold on. Ah, God damn it. 8, 9, 10. Four. 5, 6, 17, 18, 20. Ugh. And all right. Look at it. All right. Don't want to get swole. Now I'm just out of breath. Linus sailing you this. Huh? I'm sailing you? Seka, what does that mean? Oh, Lord. Hi, everyone. Hi, Azza. Azza, thank you for the raid. Please go take care of your post-stream aftercare. Selling. No, I figured that was the joke. But they sound so different. At least in my accent. So I missed that. I'm sorry. Okay, let me catch my breath. Thank you for the hydrate. Asa, how did it go? How did the art go? Hopefully you had a good time. You're here just in time to hear me preaching about stuff I am very little qualified to talk about. Oh, I was preaching to Orpheus too. Okay, enjoy your lurk, Orpheus. Orpheus was talking about how they're envious of my quote-unquote skills, and I was trying to explain that it's not that I'm skilled in anything, it's just that I try a lot of things. We did not get things done, we got a little silly. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's fun, right? Silly is better than not silly, maybe, I think. But yeah, hey. Hi, Raiders. I'm Len. We like to play little narrative games here. Vont and voile are different. They are. They very much are. You can't come in here with the French sucker. I speak French, goddammit. You can't trip me up. Anyway, hi Raiders, I'm Len. If you don't know me, I like to play little visual novels and sci-fi games and games I need to narrate. And I like lots of other stuff too, sci-fi and TTRPGs and fun music and the like, so... Huh? Nick avec moi? I don't know what Nick is. Jam apple. Very good. Okay, let's just get back to this stupid game I'm playing. We are playing more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We are currently 13 years old. We just got our first period, which is a thing that happens in this game, and it is currently glow. So we're going to be 14 soon. Hopefully, no one dies this glow. With any luck, no one is going to die. But I make no promises. I have quite a lot of stress left, so we're gonna... I'm not reading French. Hey, I have rules here. We keep it English. Unless you want to teach us some of your own language, which is also a thing you can do, but not French. Please and thank you. Life sciences. You learn a lot about the outside walls. Did this one already. Moving on. Hey, Clem. Oh boy. See, now you've thrown me off. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nope, not even gonna try. Card becomes 2. What does the fairy think I should do? Garbage is what the fairy thinks I should do. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Why would you put my 6 on the one that turns into a 2? Fairy, you're the worst. God damn it. Huh. That might be. So when I say I speak French, I very specifically, I learned Canadian French, and like not even Quebec French, like Franco-Ontarian French. so my French gets looked down on by everyone. All right, we got 6s. We got a 4. This becomes a 2. But it becomes a 2, and that one stays a 3. 33 is pretty good. Can we do better? 33. 30. Oh, 2, 3, 4, and a 6. 35 is better than 33. Helvete is also a very common Swedish swear word, and you can put it to use pretty much anywhere you wanna. So I've been told, Seka. Hey, I did it. Nice. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony is on high alert. You're collecting glowflies in the geoponics garden with Cal and Anemone when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouses and stay quiet. Anemone declares she's going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. Oh no. Well, I can't defend the gates because my bravery is nil. Watch from the walls or stay inside and stay quiet. Sorry, Anemone. You and Cal do as you're told while Anemone heads for the walls. You manage to push a trunk of gardening supplies across the door. They're automatic doors, so it won't stop them from opening, but at least it'll buy you a few more seconds to run away if something tries to come through. Cal looks up at the glass ceiling and walls. If they come through the door, he mutters. He shows you a good hiding spot, and together you curl up and try not to make any noise. I just hope nobody gets hurt, he mutters, hiding his face in his knees. Alright. Hey. I'm gonna have to call a stop to this speaking other languages in my chat, please and thank you. Please and thank you. It is cool. I do love languages very, very much. But, yeah. That was awful, Lamau. Well, if I tried to translate it, it would be even worse. Oh, no, that was me. I got a button for it. I got this one too. I showed this one off to someone and they said that I would give my viewers a heart attack. Here. Have one of these. Gundam Fandub VHS. I have a sound on my soundboard that I know pisses off Ghostly Inaudible very specifically. It's this one. Everyone hates this one. Have you ever heard this sound when it's not 3 in the goddamn morning and you're trying to sleep? What is it with fire alarms, smoke alarms, and them losing battery power like at 2 or 3 in the morning every single time? What is that about? It's the worst. Show that image again. What image? I don't know what you're talking about. Literally like 3 days ago? Yeah, exactly. Everyone hates it. It's the worst. I hate the smoke alarms. They just beep at you. Okay. Yeah, exactly that one. Hey, yo. There we go. I have it on a random timer, so it's a surprise to everyone. After a while, the all-clear rings through the colony. You and Cal come out from your hiding place and creep back outside. In the distance, you can see 2 of the largest fields have been torn up. Cal shoots you a worried look, and you go back to collecting glowflies in silence. You watch your mom and dad survey the damage with grim, tight body language. Looking for Lober and panicked. Your parents are arguing quietly at your little table. I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke, your mom says. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. Fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hands across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in geoponics. They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile. Hey, Rutabaga. What happened to the fields? Your mom stands up. Don't worry about that, she snaps. Get to bed, it's late, and we have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up. Posture check. Alright, I'm on it. To the left. To the right. All around. Welcome to 14 years old. We're now a little bit older. Oh, I guess this is when the Helio shows up, huh? Calling furries having a concept of wild animals? No. Oh yeah, we're all slightly older now. We look a little different. We're not adults yet, but everyone is a teen now. Like a proper teen. Olds you? How could you? How could you old me? I get to see what Tammy looks like. She's a little older. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy we saved her life. Tammy is sitting very quietly, her knitting forgotten in her lap. One of her ears twitches as you approach and she winces and shakes her head. I keep getting the feeling that someone is coming, like they're looking for me, she says, rubbing her ear. I must be hearing things. Okay, have a good snooze, Clem. You need a break soon. Nah, I'm fine. No, they don't all get to be goths. Only this one gets to be a goth. Where you at? Oh, Cal. Dice. Only Dice gets to be a goth. Look at this boy. He doesn't say anything new, though. Tangent wants to talk. Hey, Anemone, how you doing? Not great, apparently. Tangent looks up from her holopalm, blinking as her eyes refocus on the middle distance, and then on you. Her previously long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her. You wonder if it was caused by a lab accident or something. That's rude. Oh no, you're right. He is a little more emo than goth. Hello, Lemon Cream, she says, already cagey. Did you need something? Oh. I am tempted. What's up with your hair? Tang shrugs. It's too hot here, she says dismissively. If evolution hasn't seen fit to solve the problem, then adaptive behaviors will have to do. So either I like it, I hate it, or I can flirt. I have a sneaking suspicion Tangent is ace. I just get that feeling. So I don't know how useful flirting with her is going to be, but I'm gonna keep trying. Tang stares at you blankly for a few seconds, trying to figure out if you're making fun of her. Your opinion is noted, she says, finally. Thank you. Did the clothing give it away? Wait. Fuck, you're right. Hold on. How did I not notice that? Hold on. Fuck me. Yeah. Nope. Didn't notice. Hey, welcome to being colorblind and also color stupid. In one of your VNs, they did the same. Well. What can you do, huh? Character, yeah, no. I mean my glasses. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Yeah. I mean, Tangent's cool. She's, no worries, Orpheus. Not a problem at all. Hey, like Azza says, like dear friend Azza says, the only person who's obligated to be here is me. And, whoa, I've been dropping frames, apparently. When did that happen? I should pay attention to my OBS stats a little more, huh? Well, alright. Tang turns back to her reports. It's not about looking good, she says. This is simply more efficient. Yeah. Tang is tapping away at a holoscreen, smiling to herself. Great news, Lemon Cream, she says. According to the antiquated, culturally insensitive reckoning of mental prowess once used by humans on Earth, and by that I mean IQ testing, I'm officially considered a genius. She shrugs. Tell me something I do not know. Oh no, she stopped using contractions. Oh, she's becoming annoying. Man, Tangent. You're so fucking annoying. God damn it, Tangent. And thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. That's okay. We're gonna keep on studying biology here. You're headed off on lunch break when you see Mars and Tang sitting together in the engineering break room. Tang is eating a sandwich while also scrawling her holopalm with it, and Mars is half collapsed on the table, barely holding her head up on her hand as she pouts at Tang. Come on, she whines. You said we were gonna hang out after lunch. Aren't you done eating yet? Tang takes a slow, deliberate bite of her sandwich and chews while making eye contact with Mars. It goes from funny to awkward to hilarious as Mars's face falls and she puts her head on the table and groans. Proper mastication is important for digestive health, Tang answers primly, a smile curling at the corner of her mouth. Tang likes to be recognized and taught that you don't have to always be the best of the best and just be yourself as well. So Tang's more about being the very best of the best, but also she doesn't want to ever be coddled, ever. She also has a little bit of a god complex thing going on. She's She's incredibly plugged into like the scientific method and science. She also becomes a bit of a germaphobe later. She's not a bad person. She's just too smart for her own good. I like Mars though. Mars is kind of a shitty person, but I like her anyway. You can masticate in private, Mars mutters. What are you reading, and how is it more important than me, your best and only friend on the planet? Excuse you? I have 100 friendship with Tangent. How dare you? Just something for work, Tang answers. It's really interesting. I didn't know Dr. Instance was so well published, even though she was only 25 when the Strato left Earth. She was practically a prodigy, like me. Fuck's sake, Tangent. I want to hear you masticate. I was on YouTube yesterday, and I saw some posts for like some ASMR or something or other, and it's like chewing sounds, food eating sounds, and I thought, who wants this? That's gross. Ugh, 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 gross. She looks at her holoscreen again. It's absolutely fascinating. We're so lucky to have such an accomplished researcher here on Vertumna. Read on over Tang's shoulders. Over her shoulder, not shoulders. You take a seat at the table and sneak a look at Tang's screen. You catch a few words: recombination, tissue tropism, RNA, protein sheaths, intrinsic immunity. Maybe something to do with viruses? From the pictures, possibly also fungi? Without further examination, it's hard to tell. Tang notices you looking and shuts off her holopalm, shooting you a cool look. Oh, I said most. Wait, I want to learn about mycophages. Oh, that got me a friendship with her. That's fun. Tang looks startled but pleased. She turns her holopalm back on and tilts it so you can read along. It's dense but interesting, and definitely about viruses that affect fungi. I didn't know you were interested in Instance's older work as well, Lemon Cream, Tang says. Perhaps we could work together to parse the next section? It's particularly challenging. OMG nerds! Mars laughs. Look at you two eggheads. Better you than me. Tang graces you with a small, thankful smile. So she's still human. You've been eating for like a half an hour, Tang. Come on, Mars says, pulling her hands down her face. Please, can we go do something before some rampaging Xeno eats us? We're both too pretty to die of boredom. Mars is very pretty. Tang smiles. You think I'm pretty, Mars? She asks, seeming genuinely curious. A contraction. Mars sets her hand on top of Tang's. The prettiest, she swears, her other hand over her heart. Even prettier than me. Well, I mean, I win in the looks department, but I think smart women get like extra points. I like Mars a lot, actually. Mars is kind of full of herself, but I kind of dig that. Tang says, putting her hand on top of Mars's hand and leaning in to fix Mars with an unusually flirtatious expression. Yes, do tell me all about my great beauty, she deadpans. It's all I live for. Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder, and you tune them out in favor of eating your lunch before you're expected back in engineering. Get to work! I'm gonna be super stressed out after this. 2s, 3s, and 6s. Card becomes 3. Okay, 2, 3, 3, 6, 6. Think that's about as good as I can get. It was not. I could have gotten 2 more somehow. 3 more. Fuck's sake. Yeah. It's your birthday! You wake from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions. Just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery quiet sunlight that seeps through the porthole window. Things are always changing on Vertumna, but you can't help but feel like things are changing for yourself, too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year. Maybe. Your parents have been working around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They asked you to ping them when you're awake so you can share birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service in the canteen. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. Starts to loaf. Auntie Seaton! She sweeps into your room in a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down beside you on your bunk. Oh, look at you, she says. Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old. She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smell is as comforting as it ever was. She's so pretty. She sits back and takes one of your hands in both of hers. Lemon Cream, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were so special, so important. You're becoming a young woman, but I want you to know I will always, always be here for you, just like your mom and dad, she says firmly. I don't want to grow up. Thanks, antecedent. Okay, enough with the mushy stuff. I don't want to grow up. Antecedent smiles sadly. I'm sorry, little Snapdragon, but growing up is a part of living. Oh, that really hurt. I just kicked something under my desk. Fuck. Okay, I'm alright. I can't wait for you to grow into the strong, smart, courageous adult I can see behind your eyes. She pats your hand. I'll always be your auntie, but when you're ready, you can call me Anne like the other adults do. I'm not ready yet. Thanks, Antecedent. Now come on in here, Antecedent says, spreading her arms wide. Give us a great big hug. Loafing sounds nice. It is nice. I took a nap on my boat earlier today. Ugh, it was so good. Just lying there, the boat's rocking you to sleep. The sound of the wind was a bit much, but like, man, it was nice. You hug her, enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see Anemone standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's no hiding it behind a corner. She skips into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud, she says, bouncing on your bunk. Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months. I'm surprised this is happening. I thought this would only happen because we were friends in my last playthrough, but like, we're barely friends in this one. You know? Huh. Oops. It's good you're both here, Auntie says. Yes, this is her mom. Now that you've both been menstruating for about a year. What a sentence. Anemone makes a face and mutters yuck, but Auntie continues. You're both eligible for the cessation implant. Among other things, it will prevent the bleeding and pain and emotional roller coaster of your monthly cycle. And sign me up. Gross. I like the see-through overcoat thing though. Vest? Jacket? Mom, Anemone hollers. Gross. You have to tell everybody about my cycle? I just don't want to get pregnant, okay? Auntie... Oh. Flirt with Anemone. I tried this one once and it didn't work out. Auntie laughs. Well, yes, that is the among other things part. But I don't expect you two to be needing that part for a few years yet, right? Pregante. Can u get pregante? Anemone looks disgusted by the prospect. Or maybe just by her mom talking about it. Hold on to that, Anemone. Hold on to this disgust. Don't let Vase turn you into a fucking barefoot and pregnant trad wife like he did in my last life. Meanwhile, okay, guys. I mean, I am also a girl in this playthrough. I'm going full her in this one. So. Eek, Grosseroonie. What's the matter, scared? No, Anemone exclaims, punching you in the arm. No, of course not. It just super sucks that now everyone's talking about how I'm becoming a woman and how I'll finally look different than my brothers. Duh. She points at you. Don't you start too. I'll still kick your ass at sports ball, even with cramps. Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields and bringing in the smell of crisp, tangy snow on their clothes. 100% Orpheus. You got that right. The only good vase is a dead vase. Oh look, birthday visitors, your dad exclaims. Anne, are you staying for breakfast? Auntie reaches into her bag and brings out a stack of tiffins. No, thank you, but I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by. She pats your hand one more time. Happy birthday again, Lemon Cream. You'll always be my baby, even when you're all grown up. Auntie Seedon, you're so nice. Your mom shakes her head as Auntie and Anemone leave. Oh, Anne, she leaves, sentimental to the core. She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast. But I don't know how the colony would manage without her in the children's creche, she says, and points a fork at you. Family is more than the people that birthed you, Lemon Cream, and don't you forget it. Okay. Well, Bit quiet. New perk. Is this because I maxed out my reasoning? Yes. Collectibles respawn faster and more slots are filled. Oh, neat. Alright, well I maxed out my reasoning. Not so bad. My stress is... Oh, another new perk. Okay, +1 to mental increases. Alright, cool beans. And there should be... No, nothing. Nothing. Okay, we need to rest. You can only spell vase with cave? Yeah, I'm gonna cave in his skull. You're relaxing after hours when Auntie Seaton pops her head into the lounge. The kitchen, she announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking duties. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, she stares pointedly at the teens in the room, who might have too much free time on their hands. Avoid eye contact. Sweating away over humid food nanoprinters really isn't your thing, so you hang back. Besides, Tammy's hand shot up almost immediately. She's making little squeaking noises to try to get Auntie Seaton's attention. She'll be perfect for it. Auntie Seaton sighs and rubs her hand on her apron. Well, if anyone changes their mind, I could use the help. I'm so happy Tammy's alive. Oh, getting rid of that one. Forget. Nice. No more -1. Welcome to Late Quiet. It is now Late Quiet. Alright, we got Cal, we got my folks, we got Dice, we got Utopia, we got Anemone, we got Tangent. Don't care. Alright. When I say don't care, I mean I read it already in a previous playthrough. Should I just keep going to max out my biology, or should I, like, work on something different? Because my friendship with Tangent is maxed now. Can I get biology from this? Xenobotany? I can, and this gives me organizing too. And kudos. Alright, no more life sciences. We're gonna max out on Xenobotany. Your dad introduces you to the little lab they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora and we know practically nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fibers with or build with or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me, we're gonna find out, my little potato. I'm not a potato. Your dad directs you to a research bench, and here's where you'll be working. The bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you could put things into. Press buttons at random, stick something in a hole, carefully find the on switch, or don't touch anything. Carefully find the on switch. There is no on switch. Yep, you looked everywhere. Don't touch anything. Go ahead and mess around, your dad encourages. You won't break anything. Okay, stick something in a hole. You put one of the seedlings into a small slot in the table. A little door slides shut, then reopens. A loud brrr noise startles you. Oh no, you broke it! Your dad laughs. Nah, just kidding, you're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. Here's a plant. You will take care of it from here. Awkward laughter, you, something like that. Press buttons at random. You mash all the table's buttons until... Yo, kiddo! It's congruence. The friendly ship's computer beams at you from her own holoscreen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder where she got yo from. Oh. Your dad laughs. Don't tell anyone, but congruence is the real brains of the operation, he confesses. Though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new. So don't be afraid to try stuff. Okay. You bring your mushwood samples into the lab. You're going to study these and revolutionize the use of mushwood lumber. Maybe. Study this mushwood. Oh, yo! So I get to use the stuff I found? Cool. Alright, let's study this mushwood. You examine the mushwood under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested in wet is because the cells get so saturated that they lose structural integrity and turn to, well, mush during glow. Huh. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop the mushwood trees from taking on too much water during wet. If they don't take on as much water, they won't take as long to dry. You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of the mushwood, the part that sticks out above ground, to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling so much water from the mycelial network underground. This is great. Logging will be much more efficient now. I am saving the colony one thing at a time. Whoa, 4, 5, 6. Hell yes. Absolutely. And give me the 4s right up front there. Fantastic. Nice. Nice. I think we're having leftovers for supper tonight, so I'm gonna go a little bit longer trying to take pancake out of the Seka. What have we said? What have I said about being confusing? Seka, you excel at being confusing. You're so good at it. Welcome to Pollen. Ooh, mushwood. Okay, we are going to keep pushing on the xenobiology front. Tammy and Cal here are hanging out. One of your ears twitches. I keep getting the feeling someone is looking for you. Oh, Tammy, are you being called? Oh no. Oh. Cal is standing in the garden watching a pair of Dorb's moth flutter overhead. They're the worst, he says, frowning. We gotta find a better place to put the grain, because they just get in everywhere. You'd be surprised what kind of hole they can squeeze through. Want to hear a fun nature fact? You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying hawkeyes. Hawkeyes have 1 foot, and 2 tail forks, and 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. Cute! And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky, Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did you find out that hawkeyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. I cut one open, my dude. It got cut. Dice, you good? You good? Well, you ain't good, but you aren't bad either. Hi, Lemon Cream. Tangent, what's up, Tangent? You spot Tangent leaning against the wall outside engineering. She's yawning, rubbing her eyes and staring off into space. She startles as you walk up. Oh, Lemon Cream, I was just taking a short break. Yawns are infectious. Join in and yawn too. Did you stay up all night too? She asks. I don't even remember when I slept last. It might have been a few days ago. You haven't slept in 2 days? More like 3, she replies, then pauses for another jaw-cracking yawn. But as I said, I'm tired. Even my enhanced body has limitations. Desty! We were wondering where you were. I realized that no one told me to take my meds today, so I took them. But, your inner gremlin. Yeah, I was wondering where you were. Were you taking a nap? You usually take a nap about this time of day, I think. Big eep. Well, you're here, and I guess you can listen to my voice and catch another nap out of it, maybe. We're gonna go for a little bit longer today. Mostly because I want to keep playing. Mostly because it's like, oh no. Wait, pronoun possessive lower. Well, that broke. It didn't break previously. Hold on. Okay, so that works. Hey, Orpheus. If you don't know, go check out this website and you can set them. And then, yeah. So the pronoun session from Alejo are pretty involved. There's quite a few variables that thing will shoot out at you. But yeah, go check out that website and you can set stuff. And then whenever people use Alejo enabled things in their Twitch chat, like my hug emote or my hug command, it'll choose the correct pronouns for you. If you use FFC, it's a module in there as well, the pronouns. Oh, is it? Okay. I mean, my hug command ties in specifically to Alejo, so I don't know if it'll pick up the FFZ ones. Why am I saying Z? Why am I saying Z? FFZ, I'm Canadian. What the fuck? I've been hanging around Americans too much lately. Yikes. It is Alejo, just a plug-in in FFZ. Oh, okay, cool. I understand. Neat. Thank you, Seka. We done been learned. Thank you. You look at her quizzically. I don't need to sleep as much as other people. It's a genetic, this foggily, a DNA enhancement. I guess sometimes even I forget to do it. I should set myself a reminder. Hollow, add to schedule, sleeping nightly, 2300 for 3 hours. Her holopalm emits a tone in response. Desi, I already told you that I took my meds, so I'm going to refund you for that one. You can keep your singular rep, your single point. Now stop learning. Never. I will never stop learning. I've been reading Japanese books lately just to try and get my reading comprehension up and try to get my reading like ability up. And also, reading's a fantastic way of learning a language, I think. And I shocked myself today when I read through a whole page without slowing down. It was only a level 3 graded book, so like still very basic Japanese, but still victories. Natebayo. No, wrong. Tangent nods sleepily. That should do it, she murmurs. Her eyes are practically closed. Find her someplace to take a nap. I'm gonna help her out. Tang follows you obediently into the engineering wing, too tired to protest. You slip into a medbay to grab a blanket and pillow off a shelf. By the time you return, Tang's already fallen asleep, curled up in an egg chair in the waiting area. You gently place the blanket over her, and she hums happily before going slack with much-needed sleep. Aww. You learned English that way too. Yeah, it's great, right? It's a really good way of learning. My Japanese learning thing right now is Renshu, the app, tadoku.org for books, and reading, I guess Tadoku is the book. So reading the books from Tadoku, and then I signed up for twice weekly lessons, one-on-one lessons with a native Japanese speaker. So we talk, and she'll teach me like grammar points and stuff. It's really cool. Playing games in English and reading English books helped a lot. Yeah, no, reading is fantastic. Reading is how I learned English when I was a child, right? I mean, among all the other things, like being surrounded by English speakers. But I'm positive that reading really helped for it. And my reading level was way fucking advanced when I was a kid. I was ahead of bloody everyone. My mom likes to tell me the story about how she stopped reading me books when I was very, very young. Because I started correcting her. If you like games, play them in English. First game in English was Grandia on the PS ages ago. Cool. Yeah, no, that's great. I've got a friend in France who learned English from playing FF14 with me and my friends, actually. We were all friends, obviously. But she learned English through playing with English players in FF14. Which I think is kind of sweet. Oh, Tangent. You're so sleepy. Alright, back to xenobiology. We will learn. I don't think this game has friendship decay. Research xenobotany. Hey, Squirt, your mom calls out to you. Don't you think it's time you started thinking about what you're going to do when you're older? You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You got to think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join your folks on the farm, if you think you're up for it? I'm ready. Your mom claps you on the back. Oof. She's just as strong as she looks. Great, she says. Come see me in geoponics when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. I doubt that, Mom. 3, 4, 6, 4, 3. 3, 4, 6. 3, 3, 4, 6. I do... Oh, I need 26. Oh, yikes. Oh, I can only just make it. So I can get 28 or 26. 27. I think 28's the best I can get here. Yeah. It wasn't even fucking close. How could I have gotten 32, video game? Hey, how the fuck could I have gotten 32? God damn it. You don't like to watch movies or series in German? It disgusts you. Seka, why? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? That's a shame. German's a pretty language. I like all languages. I don't think there's a single language I don't like. I think they're all pretty. Except, okay, there's one I don't like a little bit because I was forced to learn it. It sounds bad in most cases. I guess I can get that. For me, it's French. I can't fucking stand French, but that's a different thing. That's That's almost a societal thing because, like, Canadians are forced to learn French early on. And then if you ever get into the government, like, there is such an outsized focus on French that it just drives me up the wall. But yeah, never watched Lord of the Rings movies in German. The VAs never learned how to pronounce Elvish and it sounds icky. Oh, that's a shame. That guy's right. All right. Well, I mean, it happens, right? You're at lunch with your parents, sliced soy cakes and watery broth again. Great. When they put down their cutlery and look at each other, then you. Lemon cream, your mom says, there's something we should tell you. We've tried to shelter you from some things, but we think you should know why we've been working so hard in geoponics. There's a meeting after lunch, and I want you to come with us. I already know about the food. Your parents exchange surprised looks. You do? Your mom asks, how? You scramble to explain that they haven't exactly been subtle. The announcement at Vertumnalia plus how stressed they've been, you can put the pieces together. No, you didn't live it in a dream. You didn't live it in a dream of a past life. Golden Boy anime is fantastic in German. Huh. I have this thing where I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to language. I only ever want to watch or play a thing in its original language. You know? I don't like... I just want to hear the original ideas, you know? Burn the purist. Why, Robin? Why? I like listening to stuff. I like languages a lot. They're fun. Your mom smiles. Our little girl is more mature than I realized. Still, I want you there. Don't play Metro in Russian. So that's a different bag of worms, right? Like, I've got the Metro series, which I do intend on playing eventually. And I've got Stalker 2. I haven't touched any of the Stalkers. Although Stalker 2 is Ukrainian, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a different bag of worms though, right? Play Clear Obscure in French. Yeah. No, maybe I'm being a bit too much. Maybe I'm a little more lenient with video games. But if I'm watching something, I want to watch it in its original language, you know? A little girl, I want you there, sure. Whatever. You follow your parents to the council room. Mars is also tagged along, and you take a seat near them as your mom and antecedent stand to address the council. After Unicott officially calls the meeting, she gestures to your mom. I'm not going to mince words, your mom says, firmly. All our efforts to increase food production in geoponics have failed, and the destruction of the fields during the last attack put the nail in our coffin. By the end of the year, the colony will run out of food. The rest of the council murmurs in concern. You and Mars exchange horrified looks. You've been doomsaying about our food supply for 2 years, Flulu, Red questions. Do you mean to say we're past the point of no return? Your mother nods grimly. I'm afraid so. Even with rationing, without securing a Vertumnan food source, our supplies will run out by wet season. She gestures to Anne, whose face is grave. Anne and I have gone over the supplies and come up with food plans. We've crunched the numbers. Your mom sighs and spreads her hands. I'm sorry. Geoponics should have been producing better by now. We should have been able to wean ourselves off of soy rations. During wormhole transit, when we lost our hydroponics in the hull breach, she sighs again. I know I've said it so many times, but our crops just don't grow here. We needed those algae tanks. We needed the microbial soil from Earth. It's not my mom's fault. It's not. The survival of the colony shouldn't rest on one person's shoulders. It's not fair. She's been working harder than anyone. She did everything she could. The council mumbles agreement. You decide they probably never really blamed her or your dad. The only holdout is Mars, who crosses her arms and grumbles that it's clearly a problem with leadership. So what do we do now? Instance asks. Starving to death isn't an option. No, it isn't, your mom replies. We need to secure a food source this year, before our rations run out. We're working double shifts in geoponics, but it's not enough. We need more people planting, tending, turning the soil. We need more hands. I can pull back the surveyors and focus on foraging native plants, Utopia offers. Even the young folk can help if they've proven themselves around the survey equipment. I'll send out a holo message later. Unlocked forage. This has been the burden of geoponics for too long, Udicott says. It's time we all step up for our future. The council nods in agreement. Your stomach rumbles ominously. What? Oh, in Metro. Okay. I thought you meant my voice acting wasn't the best. And I was about to say, like, I'm not a voice actor, y'all. Just glad we get more non-British accent VAs. The world has stopped being just British. Yeah, no, I agree. One of my absolute favorite voice acting decisions that has been made in the past few decades is, the Welsh cat girl in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I fucking love the Welsh cat girl. Welsh cat girls needs to be the norm. We need more Welsh cat girls. Oh, I am literally not good enough to leave to go get food. Whoops. Well, I guess I'll just keep studying biology then. Sorry, y'all. We have ads coming up in 30 seconds. We're just gonna keep playing through it. And we're gonna go for a little bit later, because it's just leftovers tonight and I can eat whenever. So we're gonna go for a little bit more. Xenobotany. Ads starting in 3, 2, 1. And then plus however many seconds Twitch decides to add to this little countdown they have. And it's different every time. What kind of leftovers? We've got some chicken. I made some chicken yesterday, chicken thighs. Just roast chicken thighs. You chuck them in the oven at a lot for a bunch, and they get nice and crispy. They're pretty good. Oh, no, I made something. We're good to go. We're just having what we had yesterday. That's all. Consume the ads. Consume the ads. Your work often overlaps with Tangent's work in the biochemistry and genetics labs, so it's not uncommon for her to pop by and ask questions about what you're working on, or for you to ask her for help interpreting some test results. Nia is cute. I loved Nia. She's uncharacteristically animated whenever she gets to talk about science, almost like she's a whole different person. She even laughs sometimes. Don't you think it's so interesting how retumnant species resist being classified by any known taxonomy? She asks, peering into the root network you've sandwiched between pieces of clear glass. Ads. The ads have begun. Oh, you're all stuck in ad jail. Blink twice if you can still hear me. Reach out to me, chat. We're just gonna keep talking. I'm sorry. She stands up. It feels like everything is a little bit fungal, she says. Spores, fruiting bodies, mycelial networks, even in animals. Some animals here even photosynthesize, and some plants here can walk. She nods excitedly. The division between plant, animal, and fungus is less strict here than it was on Earth. At the cellular level, many animal species have properties of plants, and vice versa. She launches... I'm not stuck. I don't have a stick. She launches into an explanation of how high-energy bonds store energy and require a metal catalyst, like iron in human blood and chlorophyll in green earth plants, but how the different hues of retumnant plants must mean they use an entirely unknown elemental catalyst, possibly not even a metal at all. It's a little advanced for you, but Tang is very excited about it. She stops and takes a breath, winded by her own monologue. Zounds, lemon cream. If retumnant plants and animals share an elemental catalyst, and we found out what it is, we could learn so much about this planet. Oh no, why would you make me choose? Hold. What the fuck, why would you make me choose this? No, I want to help her advance her theory, but I also want to flirt with her. God damn it, game. Alright. Oh. Tangent likes yellow flowers. Wait, I knew that already. Oh. You pluck one of the yellow I'm going to save Scum, by the way. You pluck one of the yellow flowers the foragers brought in, intending to tuck it behind her oh-so-cute ear. She snatches it before you can, saying, fascinating, may I? And before you can respond, she has crushed it under a microscope and started analyzing its cell structure. You were trying to flirt with her. It flopped. Okay, now I'm curious. We're okay save scumming in this one, I don't care so much. Oh no! It popped me back here. Oh, you've made save scumming a little more difficult. I see how it is. Okay. Help her advance her theory. You show Tangent what you've been working on. All the samples and simulations, the results of scans and experiments. Incredible, Tangent says, going over your notes. We've been attempting to map the genomes of various samples in order to construct a phylogenetic tree, but we're at capacity already. Can I take this? Yeah, of course. Tangent smiles. Thank you, Lemon Cream. This is more helpful than I can say. Chief Engineer Instance forwards you some kudos for sharing your research. Well, that went better than flirting. 4, 3, and 3 6s. Seka. Seka's doing the hacks. 3, 4, 6, 6, 6. I'm just going to assume this is the best I can get. Thank you. Gross. Okay. It is next month. I don't know that I'm starting to think Tangent is like fully ace. I know the clothing gives it away. Shut up, Seka. I don't know. There is a way to get characters on the homepage, and I don't know how to do that. Do I have any? No. Len will actually remember this? What you talking about, Seka? Xenobotany. Oh, yeah, no, I am going to remember that, don't you worry. No matter what you do, you can't get water from a stone. There's no way to genetically engineer the food you already have to make it magically more nutritious. Maybe if you had more time, maybe if you got out there with the foragers and actually brought back more food to study, you might be able to make a difference. Well, I can't, though. I'm not brave enough. My bravery sucks. 2, 4, 4, 6. Plus 1, so... Oh, but that's unchangeable. 2, 3, 4, 4, 6. Maybe? Maybe this, right? Oh. Off by 3. Or 2. God damn it. Alright, it is now dust. My debut stream plans. I could share those. I have those still. Tangent, what's up? You spot Tang sitting on a large boulder outside the lab. She's eating a pressed soy bar ration with determination, alternating bites with huge gulps of water to wash it down as quickly as possible. What are you doing out here? She stops her grim work long enough to acknowledge your question. I hit the limit on the number of consecutive hours they'll allow me to work in the lab, she says. So I'm taking a break, she says, making mocking air quotes around the sentence. How dare they? That's what I said, Tang replies. They just think they can boss me around because I'm younger, she scoffs. I'm smarter than any two of them combined. Tang groans and rubs her bloodshot eyes. I just want to work, you know? It's so frustrating to be deep in the zone and feeling like I'm just on the precipice of discovery, and then someone tells me that apparently my genius is taking too long. I want them to treat me like I belong there, the way Dr. Instance does. Tang mutters. She actually respects me. They're just jealous that she likes me more. Tang slides off the boulder, and you see the color bleed from her face as she stumbles into you, nearly crumpling to the ground. Oh, she grits out, leaning over while the dizziness passes. I thought the nutritional uptake of that bar would be quicker than a real meal, especially after taking into account the time required to walk to the cafeteria. She trails off, realizes she's clutching your jacket, and pushes you away. Oh. My apologies, she says, brushing herself off. I am, regrettably it seems, only human. This could be used to be posted on social media? My plans? I mean, I could do. I basically did when I had my re-debut. Tang scrubs her hands over her face. Ugh, sometimes it feels like I'm a prisoner in my own body. Like I can feel myself trapped in it. This stinking, sweating bag of meat and bad impulses stuck with the burden of keeping it alive every day for the rest of my life. And her voice breaks. Fucking based. Absolutely. Tangent. From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh,
Incoming message from Seeker
I was
Mirai.
disgusted.
This message has been approved by your void overlords. Everyone, you're doing your best and we're proud of you. You're all valuable and remember to smile once a day, no matter what.
Very nice, Seka, thank you. It's true, Seka's correct. But also, Tangent is correct. The human body is the worst. It sucks. Why do you think I poured myself into this metal body? It's better. I don't know what the correct answer here is. Tang, wait, are you crying or say nothing? I don't want to be... Say nothing. Tang takes a few seconds to compose herself, blotting her eyes daintily with her knuckles. It's just this resentment for my physical form. It reminds me of when I was little and Instance used the gene tech to give me this body. The right body. Only this body's wrong too, she adds quietly. It's right in a lot of ways, but it's still imperfect. It's still human. Agreed. If I were an AI, everything would be more simple. I could just do my work. I could just do what I'm good at. No messy biological functions, no emotions. Just clear and beautiful purpose. I hate this, Tang sniffles. I hate feeling like this. I suspect flirting with Tangent is never going to work, but let's find out. Nope, she hated that. What do you mean? No, I fully get you. I am not gonna do that one. Alright, we need to fix this. Robin the real dragon. Alright, Tangent. Oop. How dare they? We're gonna do the exact same thing as I chose. This. Say nothing. This. I'm always here to listen, Tang. Tangent manages a watery smile as she wipes her eyes. Thanks, she says. I apologize for being all wet on you. It won't happen again. She wipes her eyes. Wow. +6 if this has the highest value, but it's only a 2? Jesus Christ. She wipes her eyes and straightens her jacket, then takes a deep breath and holds it for 10 seconds, her eyes closed. By the time she opens them again, she looks ready to go back to work as if nothing has happened. You admire Tangent's determination, but sometimes you think it might come at a price. Learned Tangent more. Well, I guess, I'm starting to realize I think maybe Tangent is entirely a lost cause. I mean, yeah, Theka was right given the outfit she's wearing. She's gotta be ace, right? That's disgusting, Len. What? It's because I don't have a nose, Robin. What do you think I'm supposed to pick? You just smashing my fingers up against my faceplate. What am I supposed to do? Listen, I was in a human body for a long time, all right? There are some things, some motor, like, habits you have a hard time getting rid of. It's just the way it works, all right? Not disgusting. Listen, sometimes you gotta get in there, you know? Sometimes you gotta get in there, all right? Leave me alone. All right. I got you a present. Did I get you a present? I don't want to get you a present. You're cute and all, but enough. Self-dusting. Okay. We are going to save this, and we are going to stop for today. So, we are going to end for today. If y'all would so kindly study my schedule, you'll notice that I will be back tomorrow, playing a game I just picked up on Steam called Signal Uncharted Lands. It is a post-apocalypse game. It's a visual novel, and it seems that the entirety of the cast are a bunch of fucked up little chihuahuas. It is the most Aza-coded game I've ever seen. So definitely come stop by and watch as we experience this game. It looks cute as hell. It's gonna be a fun time. It's also Ukrainian, which I think is kind of cool. So yeah, that's it. Is there anything else I need to say? Not really, huh? I guess. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. It's always appreciated. Thank you to all my lurkers for hanging out. Thank you for everyone playing with my redeems. Always fun. We are going to find someone to raid. Let's see who's live. Is there anyone playing this, first of all? Negative. I am the only person playing this, as usual. Does no one like...
The balls harden.
My balls have been hardened. Yes, when cooking stream? That's never happening. I'm never gonna do that. That would be wild. Who to raid to? Who to raid to? Who to raid to? These people all have so many viewers right now. Oh my god. There's this one. There's... You're doing something. You're playing Celeste, which is kind of transcoded, right? Oh, I don't know who to raid to. I guess I'll raid to, yeah, I'll raid to you. Why not? Okay. Because I'm always hungry. Well, I can't help with that, but I can help with my own hunger because I'm about to go, get my own supper. So, raid is live. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's always a blast. I love you all. And I will see you all tomorrow for some Signal. Bye, everyone.